Hello everyone, welcome to your favourite Friday night professional wrestling conversational content program. This is the Late Night Grin, famous for analysis, breakdowns, graphs, charts and everything in between. And tonight we will be entertaining you with a Slammiversary 2009 Grinalong. Now, in this great sport of professional wrestling, you always have to be on your toes, and unfortunately, mere hours before the program, your main reason for watching has departed. Manny the Hooper is not able to be here. We wish him well. We love you, Manny. But as we always say, cards subject to change, and the show must go on. As professional grinners, we have a duty every single Friday night to give you bang for your buck. That slogan doesn't quite work as well anymore because we are no longer on Patreon. However, we will try our best. Tonight we have three fearless, formidable grinners who will battle sleep, fatigue, disinterest as they go back 15 years exactly to Slammiversary 2009. Along the way, we hope to be joined by a cameo or two, but we don't know if we're going to be joined by a cameo or two. We have no clue who is or isn't going to be on this show. We just know about those three grinners. So with all that in mind, proceed with caution, and most importantly, let's grin.
Late Night Grin. Also, what does that name mean?
We're here, fellas. We're here. What a night it's been, what a day it's been, what a week it's been. But the grins must go on. That's the commitment we make here. When we sign on and we get that license after years of training to be professional grinners, there's only a handful of us in the world, dude. We are trained in this regard. We got to deliver every Friday night, folks. We're here. Expert panel as always, if you want, I guess. Young Dukes, how are you this evening?
I'm good. How are you, Joe?
I'm fabulous, mate. I really am. I'm excited. I'm fired up. TNA Slammiversary 2009. It's on YouTube, folks. You don't have to be a subscriber to TNA Plus. You just got to pull it up on the YouTube and you're ready to go. We're going to be counting down very shortly here. Bob, you are High Chancellor of all things Grinalong Countdown. How are you this evening?
I'm doing well. I'm sitting facing the TV instead of the laptop screen. So if I'm in a different angle than usual and it's throwing you off, that's why. But yeah, I'm doing well. I got my headphone in case we have any audio on the show we need to relay to the viewers.
What a pro. Relay to the viewers. Dukes, keep that in mind. If we have audio, we're going to ask Bob to relay it to the viewers. That's very important.
Jeremy Borash.
He is. He certainly is. Now, Bob, please pull up the clock in front. The clock, that's what we call it, right? The clock in front. A timer, I was about to call it then. As we hit 10:10, fittingly for TNA, as we hit 10:10, we're going to hit play, Bob. Can you keep command of that? We're just under a minute here.
Yeah, we are about 35 seconds away from that.
Okay.
Go on YouTube, pull that up.
Yes, Slammiversary 2009. Pull it up, Bob. Cut me off entirely when we hit 10. All right, mate.
Yep.
We're gonna hit play here at the end of this minute. It is a 2 hour and 54-minute show, which is why we're live an hour early tonight. We apologize to the loyal Rampage viewers, but we got to sleep at some point, and we're getting old. So these are the games we play. And you can honestly just watch Rampage with our Slammiversary Grinalong. It's not like we're going to watch the show, right? So
we have 7, 6,
okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
There it is. Honestly, one of the most iconic countdowns in the world, Bob O'Neill. Famous for his countdown.
Yeah, that was a good
one. He regularly gets invited to parties exclusively to count things down. And sometimes
I've been to a lot of them.
You've invited to them, a few of them, right?
A few of them. Well, only recently because, I just turned 21, so I wasn't allowed in a lot of them. But
true, good call. The opening video for this show appears to be absolutely insane. I want to know.
Oh, my God.
We appear to be seeing great moments. I think Slammiversary is the anniversary show, right? So they're giving us a reminder of some of the great TNA moments through time.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my God, there's a MySpace.
Crazy to put all our
link at the bottom.
MySpace link. MySpace link. Wow.
Oh, this is crazy.
Can you believe these fuckers are still kicking, dude?
Somehow, yes.
They're still. This is 15 years ago today, folks. At this point in time, this is so. What are we looking at? 6 months before Hogan debuts. We are halfway through, or a little bit over halfway through, the main event Mafia saga that made up like a year of this promotion's history. And honestly, I mean, it did well ratings-wise. I don't think it was very well received at the time. It's been kind of nostalgia seems to have done it some favors. Bob, have you noticed that people kind of like the main event Mafia now in hindsight?
Yeah, they get put over big. I know. I think both Jarrett and Nash talked about them on their podcast at various points. So, it's been kind of back in the mainstream in the past couple of years. It's a cool group. I mean, just looking at it, like aesthetically, but I mean, I know they didn't go great, but it's a bunch of guys that everyone likes for the most part.
Yeah, conceptually it's sick, definitely. I think the main issue they run into was that they would just beat the hell out of the young guys. Like, very rarely did they get any kind of comeuppance. Dukes, you don't have any awareness this time, right?
No. I was...
Okay.
Wait, what month is this?
This is going to be very funny. How old you were when this show happened?
What month is Slammiversary happen?
June. It was this day in 2009. So.
Okay, I was 6.
So wait, you wasn't born when TNA was founded? June 2002, or was you born then?
March 03, like a year after.
Jesus. Younger than TNA.
TNA is older than me. Yeah.
We're at the Palace of Auburn Hills here. It's a pretty good crowd. They always were good, TNA, at shooting smaller crowds because they got good experience with it. Let's keep it a buck.
Sure.
TNA X Division title. We're about to get the first of 2 King of the Mountain matches. This is the X Division one. I think it's the only X Division one they did for this era. We have X Factors. I'm going to get the super chats in a minute, folks. But first, let me read these X Factors. We have Suicide versus the Numbers game. Let me be clear. That is a reference, of course, to the wrestler and not some sort of analytic that Mike Tenay is using as social commentary. 4 challengers, 2 teams. King of the Mountain rules.
They don't tell us the King of the Mountain rules? I don't know them.
Oh, no. They're here now.
Okay.
It's really quite simple, as Mike Tenay, I'm sure, is explaining here on the broadcast. If you've never seen King of the Mountain, I'm not actually going to explain it to you. I'm not even going to explain their explanation. I'm just going to let you watch it and figure out what that means. Exactly. Yeah, it's okay. So this is important.
So you can't win the match until you pin or submit somebody.
Yeah.
And if you get pinned or submitted, you get put in the penalty box for 2 minutes.
2 minutes, yeah. And there are many tactics that come into play with that. As entrances get underway here for our opening match. All right. This is the show.
Granderson?
Yeah.
Indeed. This is the show where Christopher Daniels wrestles Shane Douglas summaries. It is indeed. All right, let me get to these super chats here while we have a celebrity cameo on the program. He's coming on commentary.
No way.
Look at Mike Tenay.
Yankee legend.
Yep.
My goodness. TNA hit the big
Don
time
West,
here.
your dear friend.
That fucking rules. Shout out Don West. God rest his soul. What a personality. All right. We have some super chats, folks. Please, Bob, what should they do that thumbs up button, brother?
Smash that like button.
There you go. Oh, God. We're watching Rampage. Why is Jay Lethal here? All right. Super Chats. Chi-Town Spurs. He says, I'm going to watch CMLL card, but wanted to check in and just asked Joe if AEW being cold affects his enjoyment of the product. Great question. I'm a big temperature check guy. I don't watch a wrestling show until I know the gate and the projected quarter hours.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
It is. I will say, look, we can all be fair here and be honest. That was a crazy rating. Obviously, it was like a holy shit rating. It is unbelievably funny that it was like probably the best show they've done in 3 months. That did that.
I didn't even see the rating. I just saw the report of why they're mad at it or how they rationalized it.
What was the number, Bob?
502.
502 was the number. It was a crazy number, but I mean,
I was watching the Kendrick concert.
Of course, it'd be the show with the least amount of Jericho that does that rating, because that means they're just going to put more Jericho. You know what I'm saying? You can't win with these things.
Didn't he?
Yeah, Max Open. He had the opening match. No, commercial-free opening match. Sometimes the tactics of this sport don't, Here's what it is. I've learned that as a coach. But they do not really Chi-Town Spurs. I think you know that, and you're just trying to pop me. If so, you did it. I hope you're well, Chief. Quiz. All right. Here we go. Arve says, is Jacob Fatu the surprise grinner for this week? What does he think about the King of the Mountain rule set? That would be awesome. I did attempt to pull some strings in that regard. Not in terms of Jacob Fatu. I don't have any contact with him. But I did think if I could get a funny cameo. And then I thought, it's a Friday night and it's TNA Slammiversary 2009. Who could I possibly secure for such a thing? So if you do see anyone tonight, they will be grinners. They will not be professional wrestlers, or more specifically, Jacob Fatu. Austin Creed, Xavier Woods, Consequences Creed is in the building here at Slammiversary. There is a wrestling granny in attendance that he's very excited about in a very wholesome manner, I would like to clarify. Penalty box is being sort of measured here. Much going on. Thank you for the super chat. Oh,
what happens if two people get stuck in the penalty box at the same time?
They either can stand in there and wait, or they can fight each other in the penalty box. Dude. Depends on their relationship. Bob, what a debut for Jacob Fatu tonight, brother.
It was crazy. We kind of figured like they were saving him for something big, and they hit it out of the park. I think good stuff. Yeah, it was spectacular. Aiden asked for a timestamp. We are. Bob, you give the timestamp because I don't want to break my. Where's Bob's the timestamp guy? He's the master of time. 7:20.
I'm Lord.
Chris Sabin's making his entrance.
Yeah, 7:20.
I talked over him.
That's fine. We're coming up. So 7:30. If you join us 7:30, I mean, we're not doing play-by-play, brother. So you'll be fine. But that's roughly where you need to go. Okay.
They have 2 penalty boxes.
Do they?
I think there's one on each side of the ring, because there's one when they come in, then there's one on the other side.
Someone has a sign that just says he's fat. Scott Steiner. Yeah, Scott Steiner. At first, I just thought it was just like an insult. I didn't know. The lights are out here for X Division champion Suicide, who I believe at this point is being portrayed by Frankie Kazarian of NXT fame, I think.
Oh, he's on the
there's only one.
That was snazzy. What's that, Bobby?
There's only one penalty box.
Yeah. I thought you were saying there's only one Suicide, and I was going to emphatically disagree with you, because definitely CD Daniels did some Suicide.
Yeah, he did.
God, there's no way to fit the name Suicide into a sentence, is there? I just said Daniels did some Suicide. Do you know how quickly this video is going to be demonetized? There's no way of saying it, dude. I'm trying my best here. I have to say X Division champion.
Suicide the wrestler.
Suicide the wrestler, yeah.
Well, that actually fits a different guy too, but
yeah. Jesus, come on now. Right. It's a Friday.
Exactly. It's the only
Okay, you're right. I forget we're not going to play war anymore, Manic. We're going to say Manic. That was his new name. Manic. TJP was Manic.
I think TJP is Manic still.
They're putting the boots to Manic here in centering. Cal says, thought about this during the Drew Punk angle. I think this might be my favorite feud of the year. You got any favorite feuds so far? In 2024, wrestling feuds aren't allowed, bro. So, I mean, they haven't wrestled, but it is legitimately like one of the only like legitimate feuds of the year. I'm not even saying that to be a dick, but like, what are the feuds of the year? Like, wrestling feuds are outlawed now.
Yeah. No, not really. Bailey Neo had a pretty good one, but that was mostly just like Rumble to Mania. But yeah, the Drew and Punk one's been kind of an exception.
There's honestly, like, chat, tell me what you think, because I think it's a great question by Cal, but like, I honestly don't know what are the contenders. Like, if the year ended tomorrow, which would be a surprise, what would win? Or if we did mid-year awards, which we might need to fill up these shows, what would be I guess, Cody and Rock's a good answer. Gable and Zayn, yeah, I don't know. This is one of the few things that I actually think sincerely did used to be better, and I don't think that about a lot of stuff, but I do think that's like the reason Punk's able to pull off what he pulls off is he is a wrestler who still does like angles, He still does that stuff.
Yeah.
Jay Lethal has been waiting to do something with this ladder here for my goodness.
Oh, good
stuff. Kinda. To your point though, Cal, I think if the matches deliver in any fashion, I think it will pretty easily win Rivalry of the Year. Thank you for the super chat. Bruh. Respect to Joe for going right into old TNA post-Fatu debut. I salute a true sicko soldier. Yeah, we have a pin. Okay, Manic has now qualified to climb the ladder.
Jay Lethal in the penalty box.
Yep, for 2 minutes.
Going to leave every potential joke there. Going to leave it there on the table. Let everyone make them for themselves. All right. It is. You got to have some respect and dignity in this game, ain't you?
I would never make a low-hanging fruit type of joke.
No, especially not in the first 15 minutes of the show. You're not going to style.
I thought something very serious. I would never do that.
No, never. Are you aware, Dukes, that at this time, Woods and Lethal were called Lethal Consequences? Are you aware
I did know that, actually. Yeah. So there's 2 tag teams versus... Yeah.
Well, that was one of the X Factors going in. Did you not pay attention?
Oh, the numbers game. Yes.
Yeah, this was a huge X Factor. Jay Lethal is confused, it seems, by this penalty box situation.
Picture is hilarious.
Yeah, it's really making up the most they can of the screen with that,
Yeah.
Definitely not any dead space there. And God, the lads are... I mean, that was kind of excessive. Oh, he hit him on the way down. All right. Hey, it seems like old Manic really pissed these fellas off. I appreciate you, bruh. I'm going to just say bruh moving forward. I feel like we're on that kind of terms. But I appreciate you. Dude, Jacob's debut was sick, man. It was a great episode of SmackDown. It's the best that show. In fact, I think I had a tweet drafted. I draft tweets before the show, and then if it's good, I post them.
There you go.
Let me see if I sent this one. It's the best actual SmackDown episode they've done in like a long time. I do my bits with the blue brand. Here we go. This is the tweet, guys. I've had my fun with the blue brand gimmick, but that's the most actually good SmackDown has been in quite some time. I drafted that like midnight when I saw the rundown. That's like a 200 like tweet, right?
Yep.
I don't get paid for Twitter, folks. It's very important. The brand. Dukes has explained this to me. The brand is pivotal.
Mm-hmm. I say that all the time.
Yeah, it talks about it a lot.
It's my favorite saying.
3 likes already. Oh my God, we're on fire. Jay Lethal was about to come out of the penalty box. Bob, you don't need to count down the penalty box, but
okay.
If you want to do it like once and startle us, that could be a good bit.
I'll never understand the fade to black like commercial thing they do on shows. It makes no really sense. Weird.
So I think the reason is, I think it's like when they did the shows. Okay, Shelley's in. When they did the shows, they sent them off. Obviously, like when they would send the UK for my TV, there would be ad breaks in because it wasn't on pay per view; it was on normal TV.
Okay.
And I guess that's just like the only copy they have. I don't know how that's happened because it is that way on it's on that one their streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube clearly. This is not an old video. This is 2 years.
I think it's just become a bit.
Yeah, I think it's very generous, but
I don't think they're that funny, but
the lads are busting their ass here, though, I must say.
They are.
This is actually a pretty good show, to be honest, fellas. I know with TNA, mate, it's kind of the sexy choice to do the so bad it's good shows. The show ends with a terrible angle, but it's actually a pretty good wrestling show.
Yeah.
I'm excited now.
Yeah, it does. It's a very sad angle. Don't spoil it in the chat if you know, because Young Dukes is, well, he's young. That's kind of the point. All right, let's move forward with these super chats. We appreciate the love, folks. A lot of you have decided to spend your Friday night with us idiots watching Slammiversary 09, which is startling to me, to be honest. But we appreciate it. We hope you're popping thus far. We hope you're fired up for Shane Douglas versus Christopher Daniels and whatever else we're going to encounter, even Matt Morgan matches, things of that nature. Mid-Take says, an 18-year-old, my TNA nostalgia is very shaky. What are your guys' fondest memories? Memories is probably... Samoa Joe in the mid to late 2000s is where I immediately go. I don't have a ton of memories for TNA. I have individual matches that I like a lot. We covered a few of them on the Bobby Roode Grin Grappler recently. But it isn't a brand I have a great personal affinity for, so it's kind of a difficult one. But there's a lot of good stuff, man. I mean, the Beer Money stuff we covered recently, including their feud against each other, is very strong. So, yeah, that stuff, Joe, AJ, it has a lot of my favorite wrestlers. A lot of their strong work is in there, but it's also a very frustrating promotion. Bob, TNA memories for you, mate.
Yeah, it's back when they were still on Fox Sports Net, I would watch like Styles and Joe and Christopher Daniels, kind of the first exposure I had to any of them. And I didn't keep up with it when they moved to Spike or whatever, because, by that point it was just like whatever. But, you'd still kind of keep tabs, see what they're up to. And yeah, I mean, really in the past 3 years since we started doing this, like whenever TNA stuff popped up, that's really been my exposure to it. And most of the stuff we picked is good. I know it's obviously a lot bad in there. A lot of LOL TNA obviously has been a thing for quite some time now, but it's I think it is a testament too that it's been around for 22 years somehow.
Yeah, and it is like, dude, how I think the moment see machine guns are still great, but you forget how like quick they were when you see them here. And I don't, again, they've adapted and they're great veteran wrestlers, but look at how quick these fuckers were, man. Look at how quick they were. Yeah, but then again, back in those days, they wouldn't have been able to do it like they wouldn't be able to get in there and brawl and do some blood and guts business, right? Which maybe they could do now, maybe. I don't know. Dukes, do you have any TNA memories?
No, I have none, actually. I didn't know it existed. Oh, wait, I do. When I was a young child, younger than I am now, and Jeff Hardy went to TNA, I think for the second time he went to TNA, I discovered this and I cried.
Because you were mad that he'd left the Empire?
I was like 7 years old and like Jeff Hardy wasn't on the show I watch anymore. And I just thought he like was gone.
Yeah.
I didn't really figure out that I could just watch the other show. And I never did.
That's a very novel. I think that should be a thing people should, kind of keep on board, right? Like, imagine how funny it would be if grown men regularly acted like that about wrestlers leaving the promotion. Like, that'd be funny and not totally annoying, right? If grown men were like, why the fuck is this guy going to another wrestling promotion I could simply watch on the other channel?
It wouldn't be embarrassing at all.
No, it would. No, I think it'd be really.
It's
pretty smart.
I think it's commendable, actually.
Commendable. Loyalty. Loyalty's a lost art these days, folks.
True.
Is this good, Bob? You're watching it on the big TV. I know you got a huge TV over there. Is this good? I've been reading super chats and stuff.
It hasn't been bad so far.
Good.
It's been entertaining.
These guys are very creative, so I believe that entirely. I'd imagine the match is very good. I remember it being good. I just, live stream and such.
Yeah.
Tandem offense there. Tandem offense. Look at that. Shades of Blake and Murphy.
You know what the thing is, too, about the X Division? It's not about weight limits. It's about no limits.
That's true.
That's a great point. That should have been an X Factor, actually. Should have been an X Factor. Always next time. Is it still about no limits?
Yeah, I guess so.
Because Bischoff at one point put in weight limits, didn't he? Fucking
yeah.
What a piece of shit.
Not about weight limits.
Doesn't he know that?
Yeah.
You say it every time. You say
whenever Conrad asks Bischoff about the X Division, he's like, "What is it?" And Conrad does his, AJ, Joe, Daniels, and Bischoff says, "Okay, give me one sentence. What is the X Division?" And whenever anyone says the no limits, he's like, "If it has no limits, then what sense does that make? Why aren't they just wrestling for the world title?" He's kind of cooking it. We're being real, but I mean, At the same time, when you take the job as booker of a promotion, you should probably not just immediately erase the entire promotion's
Oh my
identity. Oh, good God. That looked like it hurt Lael. Woods literally said, "Oh my God." In pain. It all worked out okay. I see him wrestle for the world's title a couple months ago. Yeah, free and a caller. Who was the booker at this time? This is in the time where Russo is like, he's about to whack everyone else in the creative room. So at this point, I think, Bobby, timestamp for the chat, please, mate.
Whoa.
Jesus. They're having a hell of a job. They're having a match here.
2015.
2015? No, it's 2009. If you jump to 20 minutes and around 30 seconds at this point, just shy of that, you'll be perfect to the chat. That was a really cool spot. So at this point, in 2009, they have a committee of Jarrett, Russo, Cornette, Mantell, that squad. And what's about to happen is, of course, Double J, Jeff Jarrett, is about to, some of his personal life is about to make news. And Dixie Carter was not aware of that news, and he is about to be sent home. The only problem with him being sent home, of course, is that his two guys in creative are Dutch and Cornette. Vince Russo is about to, steadily assassinate each of them as he secures himself. Oh, look at that. Some tactics from the Motor City Machine Guns there. Then what's about to happen is Russo's about to get the book all for himself, only to immediately be thwarted by the arrival of Hulk Hogan, who changes the entire promotion, of course. So there will never be another total non-stop action. Man, these guys are doing a hell of a job, man. It must be said. I mean,
Jesus.
Whenever you watch TNA shows, you'll see a match like this, and you'll be like, man, they didn't have to pan out the way they panned out, you know? So much talent. Look at the wrestler Woods has become, you know?
Yeah.
Imagine if they just did this in like a regular ladder match and not.
Oh, well, let's get different.
And not a match where they had to hang the belt up.
There's a lot of great talent in this match, man. There really is. Yeah, so famously, because I know that for a lot of folks, it's like mind-boggling that Russo and Cornette were in the same promotion at this time. But when they hired Russo, Cornette immediately resigned. And Jeff said, I'm not accepting your resignation, so that means you'd be no-showing. And Cornette, being the most insane human on earth, was like, well, I simply will not no-show a professional wrestling show. I will be there and I will hate this man in silence. So this is, I think at this point, Cornette's more of an agent, to be fair. So it isn't like he's booking so much as he's the one who's having to figure out the finishes once Russo gives them. And also, Russo at this time, as you can tell, I'm actually quite well versed on this era, hilariously, but Russo had this weird thing where he was like, I'm the promo guy. I'll write the dialogue and the stuff. That was fucking awesome. That was fucking awesome. An incredible ladder spot that I've legitimately never seen.
No, that was wild.
It nearly killed Lethal, which might be why we haven't seen it since. It was scary. Because he couldn't get much elevation on that bump, right? Look,
it was so close to being very bad.
He kind of purposely made it more risky though, right? The way he bumped.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at this time, Russo's approach was, I write the promos and the stories, you guys put together the matches, which of course, ideally in wrestling, those two things would sort of work as one, but Russo does not comply to such concepts. Oh, beautiful bump. This is a hell of a match. These fellas were so talented. Imagine if they'd have just been given more of the ball. It's what roster TNA had, dude. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's gotten a pin.
Yeah, now it's wide open.
Anybody's game.
Anything can happen now. All right, we have a couple more super chats. Thank you for that one, mid takes. I know we read it 80 minutes ago, but these are the games we play. I appreciate you. The final boss, Dwayne Johnson, tuned in. I know he loves him some old school graps. Didn't know this qualified, but he says Heyman foreshadowing going back to Punk. We talked about it the other night, right? Punk and Roman feels like a WrestleMania match.
Yep.
I think you're going to see a lot more of that sooner than later. Relatively, it's a while away, but I think we'll get some of that. What a bump from Shelley and a sell for that matter. The shitty X belt. Cradle shock. Look at that. Boom. Oh, you need him in the face too, for good measure. Goodness. There's that sound again, Dukes. It happened again. Can you hear it, Bob?
Oh yeah, now I hear it.
It's a rumbling. Dukes, there's a rumbling happening. Is it outside? Is there a fire?
Conditioner turned on, I think.
Oh, that makes sense.
Is it loud?
It's pretty loud, yeah.
Yeah, when it's firing up, it's
It's
noticeable.
fine. It's fine.
What's
It comes
that?
and goes. We're here for 3
I know.
hours. Well, everyone will be okay, folks. Bear with us. What a day it's been, Bobby, huh? What a day.
It has been.
We do wish Manuel all the best. What a grinner he is. We love him dearly. But we all knew, I think, among ourselves in the game plan before, and we have a game plan before every show, almost every play call was going to put the ball in Manny's hands tonight, right? Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fucking Manny the Hoop watching TNA 2009 as the whole hook of this program. We were just going to sit and listen to him.
Exactly.
Now we have to talk on the damn show. Terrible.
To pair my headphones to the TV, figure out how to do that.
Yeah,
Professional.
it's all shit. We deserve better. Let's see how the metrics is doing on this tweet. Oh, bro, we're already at 71 likes, dude. We're in a boom period when it comes to Bert tweets. Boom period. Hechicero office says Russo kind of cooked on Who Killed WCW. I haven't seen it yet, but that sounds hilarious. The idea of that's funny. Have you seen it?
Yeah, it's so weird, man, because like everyone just blames Bischoff and Russo the whole time, and then they just come on and give their side, and like no one pushes back, like the producers or anything. So it's like, okay.
And they're both god tier liars too.
Yeah.
Like professional liar. Bischoff is a slick liar. Like he'll get you on board, like, and he's totally full of shit. But that's part of his game. Russo's an interesting fella. That's the way to put it politely.
Yeah.
Interesting fella. I saw the quote, of course, where he was talking about being one of the best performers on the show. I mean, in fairness, WCW's roster by that point, he might not be wrong. Dukes would probably be in the top 20% by that point.
Of what?
WCW wrestlers in 2000.
I think I am I think I already am.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. My goodness. The fellas got some time here, didn't they?
Yeah.
They really did.
We're going on like 25 minutes here.
Yeah, to be fair, they've made the most of it. I haven't got the sound because I haven't got the professional setup Bob has, but this
Crowd's been into it.
yeah, I believe it, dude. This was a go-to for them. Like, open with the hot X Division action when the guys do all the moves. Like, it works. Their issue was not elevating the guys eventually to be top guys, you know?
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's about to be a horrible bump.
Oh.
He didn't want it. He was regretting that before he even did it. He was like,
Yeah.
The barricade just ensures that it don't go anywhere either. It just bang. Yeah. All right. Well, while they're setting this up, thank you for the super chat, Final Boss Dwayne. We hope you're well. We hope the movies are going good. Looks good. Oh my God, he landed on his feet with a missile drop kick there. Shelley, what a wrestler, Alex Shelley. Still slick, incredible professional wrestler.
Oh,
I
God.
think he may be stepping into the all elite zone soon.
Oof.
When are they supposed to show up?
I don't know. I did a hint earlier, but no one picked up on it.
No.
I did. I know Bob did. He's popping. I don't know if you got. It's pretty blatant, but we were all watching the match, so I kind of slid by.
Oh.
Oh,
Bro, Lethal's leg. Oh,
God damn.
what an incredibly painful spot for Jay Lethal that is. Look, the way his leg got stuck.
Oh, man.
These guys had way too much professional pride. Was that the Brock Lesnar guy?
He was wearing a different shirt.
What the fuck?
Oh my.
Wow.
Dude, we just got origins of the Brock Lesnar guy live on the air. Does anyone know that exists?
That's
He just
crazy.
appeared, dude, before he had the shirt.
Well, he wasn't Brock Lesnar guy yet.
He was in his soul. He was just waiting for the moment.
That's true.
Brock Lesnar was the UFC heavyweight champion at this point.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he was probably coming
was
up on a
probably-
fight, summer 2009.
a couple weeks away from beating up Frank Mir, I think.
Yes.
UFC
Correct.
100.
I
I
watched
would
that
say.
one.
Oh, that was the best performance of his MMA career. He kicked the shit out of poor Frank.
Mm-hmm.
Beat the hell out of him. Frank Mir did a wrestling. He had a stint in professional wrestling.
Did he really?
Yeah, he like tried it for a while. Very unfortunate. He's an interesting fella.
Remember when Junior Dos Santos wrestled on AEW?
Yes, I certainly do. He was fucking awesome, wasn't he? Wasn't he very fun?
Yeah.
What a strange little project that was, the American Top Team deal.
Oh my god.
Holy
God
shit.
almighty. These guys are beating the hell out of each other.
It's insane to do next to the penalty box, too, because if you go too far.
I remember this match getting rave reviews and being really good, but when it started, I was thinking they're not really going super hard. But now I've realised why. They had a lot of time. They've been able to. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh shit!
He bumped over the rail.
Wow, there's a cameraman over the rail there too, look. Or a photographer at least. Oh, the belt. We have the belt, folks. I forgot you're supposed to win. I thought you're supposed to just kill each other ladders over and over again. You got to handle the belt first. Oh, that's a terrible ladder positioning right there. Has this man never played a video game? There we go. Get it, move it across. Look at this. This looks like the setup for a spot, huh?
Oh.
Oh my god, what is he doing here? Oh well. Well, I'm sure that kind of looked, you know. He's about to do something cool, no doubt.
No way. Oh shit. Oh, he just gave it to him. That was nice.
What are they trying to do here, do you think? Oh no, he's going to walk on it. Then what's he going to do, though? Folks, if you're not watching Slammiversary 9, they're setting up something here that looks...
Not enough room for both of them up there.
Another ladder going in the ring.
It's another ladder going in the ring. Do you think he's going to jump from that ladder to the ladder? The actual ladder? The shoot ladder? What does he need woods up there for?
To hold the ladder still?
Yeah,
Oh, no wonder you're an agent.
Oh, dude.
Greg Gagne's out here again.
Yes,
Here he goes. Here he goes. Oh, he's scared as hell, dude.
Oh, fuck.
Shelly's like, no rush, fella.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
He bumped right on his arse, too. Tailbone bump from Manic.
Hang the belt up, kid.
It's over.
Ryan's in a very tough position here. Oh, no, he's got to move the ladder. I told you the dang ladder was placed wrong. Shelly, look at Lethal's position. Quickly! Lethal went to get out of that spot. They looked ridiculous. There you go.
There we go.
A hell of a match.
Yeah, that was great.
Bob, I'm a big star rating guy now. That was a hell of a match. What was your immediate star rating reaction?
Honestly, probably 4. That was a great time.
Yeah, 4. Duke's you're a big numbers guy.
Good vibes.
Good vibes. Yeah. Is Fleet Week coming back again?
I don't know. We might do a show where we review the Kendrick concert.
It's a good idea. Look at this, dude. It's I said it to you before, but I do think Fleet Week's at a point where you can't actually reboot it. I think it has to just be a new show.
Just keep rebooting it.
Maybe. I don't know. I think you've lost the masses. No Silent M.
What if we do every show as the reboot?
That's good.
That's
Very
good.
good. Very, very good. TNA should do that, actually. People watched it when they rebooted TNA, you know?
It's true.
True.
Wow, Don West is so excited. All right, there we go. Let's get back to some of these super chats. Bam says Joe Holbert forever. God, I hope not. That would go on forever. Can you imagine? Get boring after a while.
Name.
I appreciate it, Bam. I do want to know. I said this on the Twitter gimmick, but you know, I consider myself to be pretty good at talking, you know, by the top of my head, just going. I intended to make an announcement on last night's Wrestle Purist show and did such a poor job that about 20% of the people that heard me understood what I was saying, which I've got to be honest, I'm a little bit embarrassed by look at the match graphic that has just appeared on our screen.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's a shame. All right.
Raven.
Oh, we got some Hoopers on the show. I'm going to circle back to that, folks. I will remember what I was talking about. Duke's is going to remember it for me.
Oh, my. Come on.
If Morgan wins, he joins the mem.
The mem. The mem. Okay. I wanted to find that match graphic, but nonetheless. So I spoke about this last night and I confused everyone. So I want to reiterate one more time for the Late Night Grin audience what's happening. So firstly, I'm fine. I'm actually doing pretty good on a personal level. Secondly, the Late Night Grin is going to proceed as usual. What is usual for us is basically one show a week at this point, right? Now, next week will be slightly different because we have Grin Grappler, but that's a monthly thing. And so that nothing will change Late Night Grin. I'm purely taking a step back from Wrestle Purist because I just felt like I wasn't locked in the way I needed to be. And I believe it or not, as silly as it sounds, I do take it kind of seriously that when people say, I'm going to spend 2 hours listening to these fucking idiots talk, I do want to actually be entertaining and energetic and on the ball. And I've not been that recently over there. So I needed to take a step back. But I'm personally doing good. And I'm sure after a month away, whatever it will be, July will probably be a quieter month. I'll be reset and ready to go and have a fresh approach to things. Doing a lot of shows, man. Shane Douglas has a pre-match promo. He looks, God almighty. It's not quite Major League, is this from Shane?
I can't escape MJF no matter what I do.
I thought Alex was going to show up later, but here he is in the kind of promo on Chris Daniels. Callum needs a timestamp. Bob O'Neill, you are the master of time. Where does he need to go to, brother?
36:07.
36:07, brother. So 36:10 in that range, you'll be fine. It's generally us just occasionally going, oh my god. So there's not. That's all you need. But yeah, I do appreciate everyone's concern. I love it. I'm thankful for it. I don't need it right now, and I don't want you to be worried for me because I'm in a good spot. I'm doing a show with Young Dukes and Bob. We're watching a Shane Douglas match from 2009. How bad can life be?
Well,
I guess we'll find out when the bell rings. From what I remember, this match does fucking suck, so lock in.
Hell yeah.
Mid-take says, take away Samoa Joe's whole match catalog or the Briscoe brothers' whole match catalog. Asking the real questions on LNG. That's problem with that is, like, I'm a bigger fan of Joe, obviously. He's like my favorite wrestler ever. And if I didn't watch any more wrestling matches and I had one wrestler's catalog to live on, it would be Joe's. The problem is, my favorite wrestling match ever is the Briscoes versus FTR.
Yeah. And no matter what, you lose the Jay Briscoe.
Yeah.
Cage match,
and with the Briscoes, you get their tags and their singles. You get a lot of different looks. I guess I think if Joe was here, which he's not going to be here tonight, I want to know that. But I think if he was here, he would. You never know. You never know. Yeah, maybe he'll see himself in face paint. So, I'd love to relive that. I think he would happily concede on this. We'll keep the Briscoes. Damn boys, we could rewatch those 2 and 3 quarters there with the Good Brothers over and over. Look at Shane Douglas here, fellas. Just think, I spent time in Chicago with that fella. I went to the Gene Siskel, saw all out with him, whole 9 yards. Thank you, mid-takes, for the super chat. A lot of super chats tonight, guys. We really do appreciate it. I don't think any of us expected people to give a fuck about this show, so thank you. No One Gunkel says, is Fleet Week coming back? This is in quotes, to be clear. Not until Joseph declares AEW to be hot and provides relevant metrics to support you. That is true. I won't let them do it until it's fully until the metrics are on the uptick. Yeah.
There's a reason we're not on any shows anymore. Joe pulled us off the air.
Yeah. It's 50% that, 50% the guy you don't like to watch wrestling anymore. Yeah, that's kind of difficult.
Yeah, and Tope got arrested.
Well, he's certainly been involved in some arrests, yeah.
I can't believe he turned himself in.
Look at Shane Douglas.
He's got little tassels.
Do you ever think of all the wrestlers that were in professional wrestling? Well, did he say something?
That fucking shirt is so funny.
Couldn't he get like a merch shirt? Think of all the great indie guys that were like rocking and rolling by 2009 that would love a job on Spike TV, and they're like, well, maybe we could have a look at how Shane Douglas is doing here.
Franchise, baby. Oh, he's got my fucking music.
From what I recall, he's like injured going into this too, which is going to make things worse. Very, very unfortunate.
Just a fucking dry fit Under Armour shirt. What a beast.
Folks, if you're enjoying
oh
this.
Oh my god, he's literally. This is MJF, folks. This is. Welcome to AEW Dynamite. Oh my god. Boo!
If you're enjoying this, please, as Bob would say, smash the thumbs up, subscribe. You know the deal. Jesus wept. Look at the state of these fuckers.
Look at his fucking facial hair.
Why was Christopher Daniels render in that
facial hair is
graphic?
foreshadowing, brother.
Was it?
Look at the stash he's got.
Does he have it now?
Does that remind you of anybody?
You talking about Dax the Axe?
No. Foreshadowing for TNA. He's got the Hogan stash.
I thought he was just a bald mustache. I was like, oh yeah, Dax Howard, late night Grin star.
No, I said facial hair.
He has a mustachio.
He's got the thing.
I wasn't, dude. It's like 4 a.m. for me. Can you cut me some slack?
I thought you were watching. I thought you know we pride ourselves on analysis here, Joe. You're not even watching this.
We'll get things wrong, bro.
Not something as important as that.
He looks like hell.
Yeah.
Which one?
Cut to the Shannon Sharp B.O.
BOAF.
Anyway, thank you, Noah Goku. We love you. We hope you're well. It's a very late night for you also, brother, but I hope you're enjoying this bullshit. I'm going to throw the match graph out on screen here as Shane Douglas shoots him off. Shane is moving in agony here at the bell. Here's the match graphic. Legitimately, at this point, that render of Chris has got to be like 4 or 5 years out of date, which is made funnier by the fact that Shane's one is clearly completely updated and modern because he looks like that.
He's wearing a different Under Armour shirt in that picture.
He had a collection at the time. Incredible. Oh my God, Shane looks terrible.
He does.
He looks like Papa Briscoe.
But again, I want to be clear. To be fair, I am almost certain the story coming out of this was that he was hurt, which, not to say it would be good if he wasn't, because he was washed by like 99, but, you know, the worst thing for this match would have been him being injured. And he looks... Look at this. Rough digs for Shane. Long boys and shirt on at the ball. Poor fucker. Hayden said, what is this Bob angle? Bobby's watching these great big TV, 70-inch TV over there. Look at Shane! Holy shit! This poor old fucker's just laying there in agony.
God.
He's got tassels on and everything. You can't wrestle in a t-shirt and tassels. You can if you're like on the Southern Indie or something, making towns, but he's on some Sex Ferguson shit here, dude. My God. Wow. I haven't got sound, but I'm going to guess they're not rocking and rolling for this one.
They're on fire.
Yeah, it's come down a little bit from the first match.
They have, oh yeah. Wow. You know, we make those contrarian Alex jokes, but I think Alex would probably put in a better shift than this, to be honest with you. Oh, he's running, the poor fucker. Oh, man. Oh, man. Good Lord. Shane doing crowd work. Oh, the way he bumped. Oh, no. Oh. You know, this match, like, you know, I keep talking about the injury being like the worst possible thing for this match, but let's be real. If Chris had just shaved them the facial hair here, we're up a quarter star, right? Like, look at him. Shane's even looking. Look, even that was tough for poor Shane. I don't want to take shots because he's a fellow podcaster these days. As we know, we're a select group, as Swerve explained on Wednesday. We're a select group. That was a great segment, but that was a really funny line.
We don't do podcasts.
We don't. We do conversational content. That's true. But if you do want to download us on your favorite podcast app, please do so.
Well, yeah, they don't have conversational content apps yet.
Yeah, true. We'll be the first though. When they do one, we'll
be on it.
Yeah. I want to do one of those competitions soon. You know, like the true brand play of if you comment this if you review this podcast positively, you'll be added to a roulette of names that could win merchandise. And then of course we just give the merch to like Bob. Bob just wins it, you know, sends in his review. 5 stars, the Late Night Grin. We just work everyone and for them, you know. That's my plan. That's the way I approach these things, Bob, you know. How can I con the masses is my approach to the Late Night Grin. My goodness. Oh, this match fucking sucks.
They're getting some time, huh?
JJ Redick, Lakers, Dukes. Talk to me. What do you think?
Fellow podcaster.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Dude,
no one fucking cares because of what a different basketball team did. So
yep.
Well, yeah. 2 just incredibly run franchises right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only difference is one has LeBron.
Well,
we have Kobe.
You guys you got Kobe White. Wesley says, is every match on this show going 25? To be honest with you, bro, this is probably like 5 or 6 deep. It just feels that way because Shane can't run. So, and he's also wearing an Under Armour shirt. So, do you think Sam Joe will ever get to the Under Armour stage of his career? Can you imagine?
I don't know if he's an Under Armour guy.
No? Wow, you're very quick on that take.
He might be like, I can see Joe in like an Adidas tracksuit. Similar to Joe Holbert.
Big tracksuit guy. Big part of my brand. Wore tracksuits my entire life. Posted one photo and one popped to fucking the masses. This is a great comment right here. No one go uncle. Podcasters are almost as select a group as people who saw that promo.
Yeah, I didn't see the promo, so he's right.
Look, man, it was a great show, but when that Kendrick show was rocking and rolling, you gotta. It is what it is, dude. You gotta make these choices in life. That was incredible. Are Amazon not ever going to upload the replay? Do we just have to live with it on YouTube? It's like Amazon usually does replays for those sort of things.
I don't really know if they knew what they were getting into.
I don't. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if for the sake of this show, I'll call it the post-match segment was.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they forecasted that. To be honest with you.
Owned.
Because I'm wrong, it's uploaded on YouTube, but you know the video quality and such. I'd like to. Nonetheless, oh my god, even that went wrong. His leg landed on his head. Okay. The franchise slowing the Grinalong down. Well, yeah, that makes sense. I kind of saw that coming. I was hoping this would be so bad it's good, and it was for a minute, but now it's just kind of sad. It's like a really bad match, dude. I mean, Daniels is trying and he's bringing nice energy, but like Shane is. Look at him in there.
Oh, bear hug.
Oh my god, he's doing a bear hug like he's King Kong Bundy. Oh. Go home, please. BME.
BME.
Shades of Tiffany Stratton.
Thank God.
There he is. The way Shane's positioned his leg there, dude, he's fucked. I think he like tore. Look at the way he's laying. He looks like me. Look at him. JJ, resident TNA stan in the building. Super chat says, "Oh, how? I hope you're all doing well. We are and have enjoyed the show so far. We are. Manny, bless. Unfortunate. Manny, thoughts on the King of the Mountain match concept and thoughts on main event Mafia and why it's the best. How do we approach this? Do we like screenshot this and DM Manny? Is that what we do?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Let me do this here for our
I'll
friend
definitely
Jaychele.
reply to.
Yeah, and it'll definitely be something I can read. If I type in
Actually, it's
Slammiversary,
better if you can't read it, but you still
it
try.
is, yeah. We have 50 people watching this on YouTube.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
many.
Folks, get those likes up, please. It does us a great deal of favor. Look at this. Mick Foley, the TNA World Champion. Looking
Thumbs up, subscribe.
the prime of his life, brother.
Joe, you know what else they have to do after they subscribe?
What's that, mate?
They have to click the bell. So they get
What
notified.
is that what the bell is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got to get notified.
This is why you need youth around here.
How else are you supposed to know when there's a new LNG short uploaded?
That's actually a huge, That's a huge. So if you don't ring the bell, click the bell.
Click the bell. Ring it.
We ring it, don't we? Because when they click it, they let us ring it.
Yeah.
So if they don't do that to the bell, do they not know when we go live?
I mean, I'm sure everyone still sees your tweets, but
Nah, bro, you'd be surprised. I could get like the metrics on how many people where the viewers come from. It's not as many as you'd think. Like social media link clicking. It's a lot lower than you think. Yeah. So tell us, folks, what's your experience with the bell? How does the bell
is it
help?
clicked?
Is it clicked? Do we ring it when we go live? Does the bell ring regardless of if you've clicked it? These are the questions I have to ask.
Bell is a game changer, someone said. See?
Yeah, I need to upload more of those shorts. I've been very busy this week, but this week's one, I think we only uploaded one this week, and it was Manny spelling it lasagna, I think.
Oh,
A classic.
I could read from the Book of Manny. I have it in my phone. If we
hit a lull.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Book of Manuel, I think it's called, actually. I'm going to rename it that in my notes app.
Full notes app section for this is awesome.
The Book of Manuel.
I've sent it to
I have it by year.
My God.
Here's some Photoshop he did. And then we go
Jesus wept.
These are all just things Manny has said. The screenshots in there.
Okay, we've got a lot of insight on the bell.
I just read one of them again. I'm sorry.
Go read a random one, and then we'll circle back if we need to.
I can't read the one I read.
Okay, pick one random.
Numbers are just concepts for people. Which is immediately after that was immediately following keep you on the edge of your feet.
Well, incredible. Right, well,
I don't know the context. There isn't.
Yeah, I don't think there's any context that makes the first one work. To be honest, I mean, not to say that. Yeah, he's incredible. We have updates on the bell. We have a comment here. I unironically don't get notified without the bell gimmick. That would suggest the bell is pivotal.
Yeah.
This is how I thought most people did it. I look into the night sky for the signal.
Yeah.
What would be our signal? Like a Bob silhouette with the cowboy hat on?
Yeah.
Or like a silhouette of the hot dog emoji with the cowboy hat.
Do we still
Or
have that? I don't have that on StreamYard anymore, dude. That's true.
No, it's Grinny. It's the Grinny head in the sky.
Oh, yeah.
The Grin Maker.
It's still the funniest. It will never be topped, ever. Ever. Oh my God, Knockout Challenge of the Tape. The beautiful people fall into web. What? Tara's immediate impact, lucky in love.
Well, isn't her gimmick like Tara's gimmick that she's like a spider?
She has a spider for a shoot. Yeah. She's about to wrestle Angelina Love for the Knockouts title. We'll tell you when the action gets underway, we just had a video package. We have an entrance here. Tara is very new in the promotion at this point, Bobby, right? Got to be super new in promotion.
Yes.
We did a Mickey James Tara match once on Grin Grappler Mickey James. Go check it out. Live notifications and video notifications are usually different unless YouTube fucks up. Oh my God.
Wow.
Get notifications from your phone. Bell is a game changer. Thanks, folks. Keep us updated. Bobby, can we have a timestamp for our good brother here, who may be on the late night Grin soon? I mentioned this to him.
Yes, we have 55 minutes we're coming up on. So
55 minutes, brother. This is Tara's second TNA match. Tremendous. All right.
Oh my God, it's Coach Rain.
Matty Rain?
The coach, Matty Rain, yes.
One of the most prolific coaches in the history of professional wrestling, right?
And judges.
She's a great judge.
Of Pure Rules matches.
She's never got any of those scorecards wrong, dude. Great judge. Yeah, 100%. For anyone who's joining us after the Rampage, we hope you enjoyed Rampage. Angelina's Love's shirt is insane, by the way.
Very.
And the way they're shooting it makes it more insane.
So moment.
Which, I mean, to be fair, I don't think TNA ever claimed to be a classy presentation, right? It was
No.
They're called TNA. Good God, man! There's still something to be said for some room, you know. It's making me claustrophobic. God, he's only just getting started too.
We're still going.
Good Lord! Med Rain just standing there in the meantime.
Maybe it's good I didn't follow Jeff Hardy here as a child.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe so. I don't know. My goodness. What a presentation. All right.
Beach being a pervert.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. Jake asked earlier, why is Mick the champion here? This is TNA. And he was quite old, so it made sense that they would move the belt from Sting to Mick Foley in what I assume was an attempted youth movement, right? Because that was still younger than Sting, right? So
yeah,
baby steps. He did a brilliant book called Countdown to Lockdown that broke down the entire build to his match with Sting. It's fascinating. I recommend it. I've told this story before, but this is a good time to bring it back, and there's a lot of new viewers. So if you read the book, you get this whole tale of Mick asked them as the match gets underway here. Mick said, can we get one of those old school WWF cages, with the big bars? And he was basically saying, if we get one of those, I can stand on the bars and do something crazy, like an elbow or something, like a Mick Foley spot. And they said, of course we can, Mick. It's easy. Don't worry about it. Mick's like, great. So Mick spends a month building up this match with this idea of maybe I can do one more crazy Mick Foley thing. Maybe, just maybe, I'm going to climb to the top of the cage and go sailing off of it and nearly destroy myself in pursuit of the TNA title. And then he gets to the building on the weekend of lockdown and there's no steel cage like that. It's the usual TNA cage. And he asks someone and they're like, oh yeah, we couldn't get one. But couldn't you have told me maybe along the way rather than just letting me do this entire thing to build up a spot I can't do now? Because Mick literally couldn't step on the cage. So yeah, it was basically just TNA doing TNA things. Oh, maybe we could put the belt on Mick and it'll pop a rating. And he has it for a couple months, and then he's like back to being a babyface eventually with Abyss. Very unfortunate. Okay, we're underway in the Knockouts title match here. Tara is kicking ass thus far. My goodness, what a maneuver. That was a hell of a bump right there. Yes, Foley has a monster's ball with Abyss, so he did. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Now, if Contrarian Alex was here, I think his commentary during that Beautiful People entrance would have been quite acrobatic, colourful, volatile even, I don't know. Good Lord. Angelina is bumping super fucking hard here, dude. She was the worker of the group, Bobby, correct? I'm not speaking out of turn there, am I? That's the assessment.
She was.
let's see if we've yet to get a response from Manny the Hooper. I have an update on my tweet, the metrics of my tweet. 114 likes, Dukes.
Amazing.
114 likes. Told you, bro. I told you.
Keep pulling in numbers like that.
Yeah. I'll be on Wrestle Talk in no time. What culture, here I come.
Big bucks.
Here's 10 reasons why.
Are you gonna get a hair transplant too?
Well, hold on. All right, let's come. Firstly, I don't know who you're referencing. Secondly, no. I do willingly shave my head a lot, but I do not need. I'm doing okay. I brought this up recently, so I went back to my yearbook because this year is 10 years since I left. I don't know what's for us is secondary school, but you guys call it different stuff. When you leave the school that ends at 16, what school is that for you guys? Or does that not exist for you guys?
I mean, probably high school because that ends 17, 18, but I imagine it.
That works. So it's 10 years for me. This summer is. So I went back to the yearbook and I found my photo and I posted the picture of it. It's quite the look. I had this sort of weird, it was like slid across. Looked way older, of course, than I was, as I always do. And then I reminded myself I was voted most likely to go bald in that son of a bitch yearbook. And I had a lot of hair. I had a ton of hair. I'm gonna pull up the picture of this and we can break it down. This match is actually quite good, guys. I do apologize for talking about my hair the whole time. Angelina is like really quite good here, legitimately.
Yeah.
And Tara's kicking ass, dude.
Look at the chat.
What? This?
Right above it.
Oh yeah, no, that's the usual. Usual. I was on a train once. My brother's 36. I'm 26, and this dude goes, "Are you his dad?" I thought I was his dad. He's my 10 years older than me, my older brother. That's just the usual. Let me find this photo. Beautiful people have turned the tide. We've got some interference going on at the Slammiversary. Where is this son of a bitch? Bob, fill that out for me for a moment.
Okay. So the thing about this match, it has been quite good. This obviously wasn't what WWE was doing in the women's division yet. That would still be a few more years. Really, kind of the thing that kept TNA on the map for a while was how the women's division was kind of blossoming in the face of the main event scene being a bunch of old guys.
Yes, it was a big deal at the time. You're right. And I always liked Victoria's work. I always liked her physical choice. You could tell she was definitely a disciple of Fit Finlay in that regard. Who I know she was one of his favorites. They're both bringing it here. This is a pretty good wrestling match. God, you kicked her hard there. All right, here he is.
The big man.
Now, this hair we've got going on here. What an interesting.
I like the one little piece that falls down farther.
Kind of Clark Kent vibe, right?
I think you might be slang.
I don't know. The only issue I have with it is like, what is my intended emotion there? You know? Hold
on, wait, Joe. Keep it on screen. I'm gonna get an outside opinion on whether you're slang or not.
All right, mate. Cool. So that was a sick move that Tara just did there. Should have gone for the cover. Yeah, like am I happy there? Or am I sad? Am I concerned? I don't know.
I mean, it's school pictures, man. I don't think anyone ever wanted to be there.
Yeah, I definitely didn't want to be there. I do think, I truly believe if I had a clean shave tomorrow and came on the air, I think I would surprise me with how youthful I look, I think. That's what I tell myself anyway.
I think so.
Thanks, Bob. I appreciate it. Can I take it down now, Dix?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, she hit with a big kick. Oh, the spray! Velvet Sky strikes again with the big time spray. I think this is the finish. Boom. That'll do it, I think.
Good match.
Yeah, it was a good match. Good wrestling match, dude. Yeah, good stuff. I don't have sound, but a little bit people got with it. Happy but slightly concerned is the review of the face I've got there. Good match, dude. All right, we are over an hour into this program, and I must say I think it's actually been really fun thus far. I've enjoyed myself. Shane Douglas match sucked, but it was funny, right?
It was funny, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It was funny. Now, folks, as I've said, we may have some guests through the evening. I'm not sure yet. But we're actually, the thing about the late night grin is we're at our best with our backs against the wall.
That's true.
It's a famous thing people say about the late night grin. ESPN said it once.
True.
Don't put the grinners in a corner.
Oh my god, dude. I misread that. Look at Stevie here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Bobby has just exclaimed, "Oh hell yeah!" Explain yourself, Bob. Explain.
He rules, man. He's a doctor.
Look at Raven. Look at
Raven's back there. See, we're in a white coat like a doctor
Does he
would.
have no eyebrows?
Yeah, I don't think he does.
Where are Raven's eyebrows?
So, do you know the lore of Dr. Stevie, Dukes?
No.
Okay.
Maybe.
Just to give you a timestamp, we're at like 105, right, Bob? 110. I haven't got it in front of me.
105.30 about.
Right, 105.30. There you go. So the law was Abyss went to therapy with Dr. Stevie, who I guess had his own like office in the Impact Zone. I don't know where he was running this, but Abyss seemingly had no awareness that Stevie was a wrestler. I don't know if anyone referenced the fact that Stevie was a wrestler. He was just a doctor, I think. Maybe Taz did or something eventually. I don't know. As you can tell, as Bob mentioned, he's dressed like a doctor here, as you can tell. And he's now an analyst. Have you seen he's like the John Madden of professional wrestling now?
Mm-hmm.
The screen behind him, whole deal. The Tim Legler of professional wrestling. Do you see he's a free agent?
Yeah, it's crazy.
You mean?
Tim Legler?
Yeah, because he breaks down the game, saying ESPN are not too keen on paying him.
Yeah, we should sign him.
Yeah, we should. That's exactly what I said. I saw that news story about Stephen A. winning $25 million, and I was like, now's our chance. Now, because if we cut Crosby's contract, we've got to be in the game for that, right? Good God, how long is this promo intend to go?
Raven is making me terribly uncomfortable here.
That's kind of his gig, though, right?
Yeah.
His specialty. When you say that, what are you referencing? His conduct around the interviewer or his look?
Both. Both.
Yeah.
Overall 5.
Oh, yeah.
The hair is...
He looks like he has bad vibes and is unpleasant to be around.
Yep.
I go back to, and I know that, like, I'm sure there are people that were tuning in to see Raven. I'm sure. I mean, I'm not sure, actually. I don't think that's true at all, but I'm going to pretend. But, like, imagine if they just took some of this money and was like, what if we got in some of the best wrestlers in the world that are, like, slumming it on the indies? And would did you see the thing recently where that someone found Sami Zayn's dark match for TNA? El Generico worked at the end, and they didn't sign him.
No.
TNA dark match.
Awesome.
Yeah. So the famous story of when they sent Al Snow to a Ring of Honor show and he just sat there and buried everyone, so they sucked. It's like, I don't know, man. Maybe you should sign some of those guys. They're pretty good. I think they're going to turn out okay. Outrageous, really. Oh my God, a video package too? What is this?
TNA Wrestling.
Yeah. I remember Explosion, absolutely. Did they get close to signing Steen or Bryan? I don't think either of those guys ever got circled. I know that Tyler Black, Seth Freakin' Rollins, was like, he had a choice between them, I think. I'm pretty sure. Almost certain. Imagine that for an alternate timeline, Bobby. Seth Freakin' in total non-stop action.
It's crazy, because, then you don't get the Shield, and who knows what happens with that. And...
Or maybe Chris Hero actually is in the Shield in that timeline.
True.
He's a millionaire.
Oh, shit would have been so much better.
Come on.
Sorry. I like the Shield. Chris Hero just
he does. Yeah, he does. I'm not even doing a bit when I say, because I'm a much bigger Chris Hero fan than Seth Freakin', but I don't know how well he'd have fit the vibe they were going for, personally.
Imagine Chris Hero doing the big angle where he hits Roman with the chair.
Right. It's like, but they were also, the Shield had like and you notice this with their fans, they had like a boy band vibe to their fans. Their fans fucking loved them.
I don't know if Chris Hero was hot enough to be with them.
That's what I was, I was kind of beating around.
Prime Chris Hero, like,
He was pretty hot.
Hero?
Yeah. That wasn't his destiny. His destiny was to be a big brawler who worked
That
for
wears
Japan and
basketball
stuff.
jerseys.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
No
he
need for
can't
him to.
if he can't wrestle in a Sean Kemp jersey, what are we doing?
Exactly. It worked out. I'm sure his bank account agrees with me on this too. I'm sure he's like, yeah,
Yeah.
dude, definitely worked out exactly as I wanted it to. You nailed it.
Get ready. Oh my god.
Look at this thing.
This feels offensive.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know. So they're wrestling Taylor Wilde and Abyss here, right, Bobby?
Yes.
Taylor Wilde, who was very, very good. Of course, poor Daphne, who was just threw herself into any kind of assignment of this ilk. Just always great on TV. This is not the match. For anyone wondering, this is not the match that would eventually cause her departure and like legal conflict with TNA. That's a Bound for Glory, I'm pretty sure. I'm right on that, Bob, right? The match with...
I believe so, yeah, because it's against...
Foley and Abyss, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's the one where she takes the bump to the floor, and they didn't pay her. That was some bullshit, dude. That was awful. I'm pretty sure that's where it is. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But
Joe,
either way, yes, mate.
I've got an answer.
From Manny?
No.
Oh, about me? Yeah.
Yes, you were indeed serving cunt and slang in that picture.
There is.
I've received confirmation.
Did seem likely, I must admit. If there was a betting line, I think that would have been the favourite outcome. But yeah, that's kind of why I do, isn't it, really? It's kind of why I do. Googling it, apparently when Heyman was in talks with TNA, he wanted to bring in Brian, but they might just be Connie BS. Probably somewhere in the middle, right?
Yeah.
He would have brought in that kind of talent because his whole thing was he was going to... Didn't he say he was going to like cut the head off of all the old guys? Something like that?
Mm-hmm.
I think he said, like, if you're over 40, he was only going to have one guy over 40, which, I mean, that was a little dramatic, but, you know, he's Heyman and he says these things. Abyss is here. One of Bob's favorite wrestlers ever, correct?
He is. He rules, man.
Was you a fan of the white look he had rocking here?
I mean, it's not his best look, but, you know. I like the more, 2005, 2006. But it was still James Mitchell. That was really when it was hitting for me.
Yeah, that was definitely better. 100% better. Russo, like, he spent so much time trying to give him range that I think he kind of ruined the actual appeal of the character, but...
Yeah.
What are you popping at? Abyss is...
No chat.
I didn't want to read it out. I kind of set him up for that meeting too, so I'm not going to do. The latest You've Got to Be Kidding Me TNA pop-up Garrett has a great rant on how TNA was covered at the time. That sounds interesting. Garrett's... I haven't listened to that pod, but that intrigues me, actually. Go check it out, folks. I'm going to have to listen in on that. Oh, no! Raven is a real... Look at Raven drop the trash can. Oh, come on.
Oh,
he punched the damn trash can. He's
That
still
was
in his
deep.
hand. Oh, shades of Kyle O'Reilly.
Oh,
He didn't do a rebound lariat. He just fell down.
probably good he didn't do one, honestly.
Isn't it coincidence that Kyle falls through the ropes like in every match and is able to rebound for lariat? You think in some matches he just wouldn't go through the ropes that way, right?
Yeah.
You think his opponent would have it scouted?
If as soon as his head went through the ropes, I would leave the ring immediately. I just exit.
I would
I'd run.
duck.
Yeah, that would be ideal. I'm told it's
You
quite hard
can,
to do.
you can
that.
do a good chart for that.
I definitely could,
If
dude.
Kyle
There's
goes this way, you go.
there's so many directions involved in that. I'm going to be doing another one of those soon, folks.
Oh yeah.
I've circled a matchup for Coach Holbert's breakdown, but I want to be clear. Last time I was more kind of level-handed, but the matchup that I've circled under the AEW banner, I will not be even-handed. I will be aggressively in one direction, giving clear game plan instruction.
Who's Roddy Russell?
It's not a rod match, I must say. It's actually very anti-British of me, the direction I'm going. Taylor Wilde was a hell of a babyface, dude. She really was She was the one they debuted. I don't know if you remember this, Bob. They debuted her. She came out of the crowd and wrestled Kong. That was the angle.
Oh,
they
yeah.
did. Anyone in the building follows some Kong, and that was how they debuted Taylor Wilde, which was actually an angle that was agented by Samoa Joe all the way back in 2007, 2008. Put that together. One of Taylor Wilde's close friends in the professional wrestling.
Is Taylor Wilde still there? No, she was as of a couple of years ago.
I think she is. I think she's in a tag team. Chat, what is the tag team, Taylor? I think it's like a spooky team. Spookiness is very in professional wrestling, but I don't know if you know that or not.
That is true.
Yeah. We have crowd brawling.
Oh,
good God. Oh, no. Oh, that was scary. That was really scary. That was like the worst possible place for definite fall there. I think she got. Oh, Jesus, Raven just. Did you see the look on Raven's face as he pulled himself up right then? The look of a man who doesn't need to be doing this shit anymore. He, of course, 15 years later is wrestling for LW.
Still got it.
Unbelievable. Doing War Games matches and shit at the 2300 arena. I don't know if you saw, guys, but they're doing an ECW documentary on A&E, which is obviously much like WCW, a very under-discussed hidden gem of wrestling history. Bob, you were quite mad about this, right? You were fired up?
I just, there's always stories to tell. I think, especially for ECW, because like the Rise and Fall was actually pretty good. It's kind of the definitive one. It was 20 years ago, so kind of watch that. WCW, like, who killed is whatever. Like, at least it's the same stories, but it's a couple different people. Like the WWE documentaries don't have like Brad Siegel and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it's still a story that's just been done to death.
Well, the other thing, so with the Who Killed WCW, I haven't seen it, but I'm told it does like use some of the Nitro's information, which I'm sure helps. The biggest problem the ECW doc will have, and always has, all of them have, Mercedes is apparently in the CMLL zone, folks.
Good.
Money and things of that nature. The thing with the ECW documentaries is the most compelling talking head is Paul Lee, but Paul Lee is a liar. So you have to navigate telling the ECW story and all of this, all the kind of, let's be honest, the glorifying of Paulie that rightly comes with that, because he did do a lot of great, impressive things, but there's also a lot of negative things, and how you do both of those at once, I think every documentary struggles with,
Mm-hmm.
He was, I mean, look, he did amazing things with that brand, but he also was incredibly full of shit, so. Intrigued by that Mercedes business. I guess to shoot an angle for the Forbidden Door.
That makes sense.
Stephanie Vaquer has a match on that show.
Got ya. Yeah, I think Jake's right. The last few years have produced some incredible stories. Yeah. Like, legitimately, Brawl Out is our Montreal, right? I think that's pretty obvious now. And the way people still debate it, and it's still like I saw the Punk posted that picture with the Good Brothers, and I saw someone was like, I'm surprised with all that went down and Brawl Out. It's like, that's how people, it's very severe for people, dude. Like I get it, I understand it. It was a very dramatic thing at the time. I don't think it will ever die down, to be honest, among fans at least.
Oh, shit.
Oh my goodness. Kicking some ass here, aren't they? They really are.
Commercial, and we're back.
Fucking insane, dude. Fucking insane. This is pretty fun. I mean, one thing this show has had is like there's variety in the work here, right? Like, I mean, this is a very different kind of stunt show to what we saw in the old X match. Very, very different. All right. What else we got here? Joe, as a fan of shoot interviews, have you seen the Raven shoot where he talked about being a babyface in his own unique way? I have. Raven's a great shoot interview guy. Great shoot interview guy. Well, maybe even a Mount Rushmore guy. I'd have to really think about that. He looks in absolute agony here, though, in 2009. I'm not quite sure he's selling. He looks... Let me pick that kendo stick up. Look at these fellas. This match is far better when it's Daphne and Taylor kicking ass here. Yes, the Sami Zayn matches. TNA uploaded both. Pretty sure TNA officially uploaded, but they're out there regardless. What do you think is a bigger story that will be in when people look back at this era of AEW? What will be a bigger section, Brawl Out or Cody leaving?
It depends on who makes the documentary.
Yeah.
If it's made by CM Punk Presents
Yeah.
after his big movie career.
Produced by Ace Steel.
Yeah. Did anyone see the match he had with Frankie, by the way, chat? Anyone see it? Frankie Kazarian and Ace Steel? Tell us if you saw it. I'm intrigued that came off. Very funny match to
I might
run.
have to watch that
Yeah.
for science.
I was tempted to do a Grinalong, but I was booked elsewhere. Why was Taylor teaming with Abyss? A Beauty and the Beast thing. Yeah, they liked that vibe with Abyss, where he was kind of like a friendly giant who was trying to redeem himself and be better. That was like a thing they would go to with him quite a bit. Right, we have Super Chat I'm going to get to just after this match because they are doing things with a steel folding chair and Raven is busted wide open here at Slammiversary 2009. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. We hope you're having fun. Whether you're watching TNA show, whether you're watching CMLL, whether you're watching, what else is on tonight? There's some other stuff on tonight, right? I want to say.
I don't know. Rampage is over.
Rampage is over, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed Rampage. Shingo was wrestling on Rampage, I think. Pretty sure. Here's what they are, Fox. Good God. Look at that kendo. This is pouring blood for this fucking match, dude. Look at this. Look at this deal. I mean, everyone's working really hard on this show. It must be said.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure there are some. The month after this is one of the worst pay-per-views ever. It's, of course, Victory Road 2009, which is, for anyone who's unaware, is the Jenna Maraska show. But this show has actually got some juice to it, man. Duke, this is your first experience with Slammiversary 09. Are you having fun?
I'm having a great time.
Good. Sounded insincere, to be honest, the way you said that. I don't know if I bought that.
Why would you say that? Oh my God!
Oh shit!
Taylor Wilde and Daphne are kicking ass in this match, dude. Kicking ass. Raven and Abyss are kind of...
Jesus Christ.
He's just being a shit out of Abyss. He's just kind of... Look at Abyss. Here we go.
Oh, hell yeah. Big boot.
Who has the best big boot? Who has the biggest big boot in all of wrestling?
Big Bill.
Yeah.
Big Bill. Big boot from Big Bill. That's good. Very good. Shame that he doesn't wrestle anymore. He's retired.
Learning currently.
No, he's retired, bro. God, he fucking whacked him with that, didn't he? Good Lord. They're working very, very hard. I mean, the thing is, this is... Colton in the chat said it's 4K, which I believe, because that sounds about right for the time. But for them at the time, that was a really good house, because this is still in the era, and I don't think they ever really left this era, where they would regularly do pay-per-views at the Impact Zone. So, like, that was pretty brutal, dude. 600-700 people in a studio for a 3-hour pay. That was a thing they would do almost every month. When they would leave, it was a big deal. They left for lockdown, they left for this, but it wasn't a thing they did a lot. Bound for Glory, of course. Abyss is, I'm going to put it politely by saying, Abyss has moved better than he did on this night in 2009. He looks, he's enjoying his life, you know, he's living the good life. Credit to him. Oh my goodness. Stevie Richards is taking a bump. Bobby, please don't cry. He'll be okay. I know he's your hero. Oh my goodness, look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Shades of the Midnight Express from Taylor Wilde and Abyss. And sure, look at the referee. Oh my god, he's still got the referee. Poor Daphne's got to sell this.
I'm starting to think that guy's not a real doctor.
They must have, like, surely the babyfaces aren't winning if they did that spot, right? Because if you, and that should have just been the finish, clearly.
Abyss still has the bag.
He sure does. Hasn't shown much of wonder in the match, but he's got a bag with him here. And
just standing there in the post.
He looks like he's a full-on just deathmatch wrestler in this spot here, and he looks in agony. He's bleeding everywhere.
Kind of
Breathing
beast.
very heavily. Indeed. Oh, poor Daphne's got to take this bump. That's what she was waiting for. I was wondering what she was waiting for. I was wondering. Here it comes. Tax are in the ring, folks. Daphne is doing the big sell for Abyss.
Kick him in the nuts.
Good call.
She just stopped like there was a wall in front of her.
What a beast. God tier sell from Daphne. Look at the way she ran over the Tax.
Oh, shit. God damn.
This is a hell of a show, bro, for real.
Yeah.
Hell of a show. I'm sure the outfit must help on that, right? It has to, right?
Yeah.
Not saying I would take it. I wouldn't. Daphne was Nows. Oh my God. The Heels have got to be winning here, bro. Look how much shit they've done. They're totally not.
Uh-oh.
But, Stevie's taking a text bump to it, appears. Good Lord.
Oh, behind you, Abyss. Look out.
Surely Raven's going to stop him. There we go.
He was just waiting.
Yeah. Lying in wait, brother. Oh, what a shitty DDT that was there. This is it.
No.
Is this an All Japan match or something?
Yes.
Good Lord. Dude,
oh, hell yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
Honestly.
Oh, they're attacking his hands.
Honestly, like a pretty sick match somehow. Pretty sick match. Daphne and Taylor did a lot of the good stuff in the meat of the match. Once they got to the end, they actually came together pretty well.
Black Hole Slam.
Yeah.
I bet that was a crowd pleaser too, right? It looks like they loved it.
Yeah, they liked it. Dave gave it 3 1/4, so.
Oh, we have Dave now in attendance for the late night Grin. Listen to
do.
this. Great. We are halfway through this event, folks. We hope you're having a good time. That was quite the match there. Bloody.
He gave the opener 3 3/4. I thought it was 3 1/4 as well.
Dave was such a different beast back then, dude. That would totally be like a 4.5 today. That whole match.
Mm-hmm.
He also didn't rate Daniels against Douglas, which is fair.
Coward. All right, we have a Super Jack. Kartik says, we had 2 productive shows earlier in the week. One had 2 incredible promo segments. Somehow, Lord Nick Aldis produced main event angles that top both. It's what he does, bro. Coaching wins championships, One thing I've talked to Dukes about a lot, and we're actually writing a book about it at the minute, is the importance of morale when it comes to a successful wrestling promotion.
That's true. I don't watch a lot of the Blue Brand, but it seems like he's built a culture over there.
Well, he has 2 bald veterans to do it for him, right? I mean, the jubilation, the excitement to go to work when you can see the Good Brothers and throw up a 2 sweet,
Mm-hmm.
It's important, dude. You got to have fun at the workplace. I think if you look through history, they're usually on the winning team, right? I mean, AEW was kicking ass when they were over there.
They were hot.
And then what happened? They left. Right?
They went cold.
My life mission is to become a big enough deal that when they make that AEW documentary, hopefully many, many years away, I'm a big enough deal to be on it and bring that point up. It will never make it in the final cut. But could you imagine like dramatic music playing, Punk's talking, Cody's talking, and I go, the thing that everyone forgets, the Good Brothers left in October 2021. And it shows like a still image of them with the Elite. They were the connective tissue for a championship team. It's just...
Oh my God, it's Jeff Jarrett.
Dude, look at this. This is actually disgraceful. I'm sorry. Dave, with respect, you're never going to see this anyway. He gave Daniels and Douglas 2 stars and Angelina and Tara half a star.
Yeah, well, he's sexist, so.
Yeah, those
That
people
is
are not cage
outrageous, dude. A cage match doesn't list them all often. Dave, God bless you, your 2009 self, but my God, that's spiteful.
Oh, yeah, cage match only puts, like, the good ones, and the, what's it called, Pro Fight Database or whatever does them all usually.
There you go.
That's right.
Double J. Thank you for the super chat, Kartik. I'm glad you enjoyed the TV this week. There was some good wrestling TV this week. Absolutely, there was. No one going class earlier. He said you were talking about the big emotional farewell to the Impact Zone and had to come back 9 months later, and they've basically never left since. Yeah, so they did this video, and it had like this emotional music, all the great moments of the Impact Zone. It was like, thank you, Orlando Studio. And then, of course, they lost an insane amount of money and were back by the end of the following year, mid next year. I think they left. They changed studio when they went back, Bobby, right? Remember it was a different studio when they went back?
Yeah.
Then they started doing shows in New York for a bit. They did shows at Hammerstein and stuff like that. I don't know if they've used the Impact Zone in the D'Amore era. Post D'Amore now, I guess, but I don't know.
I don't think, because they were in Nashville again for a while, and
yeah,
Toronto, I believe, and then they ran Vegas a lot.
Not sure.
Believe
they're basically on the road nowadays, right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, on the road.
Relative a month of shows wherever, and yeah.
Right. Exactly right. Matt Morgan is about to wrestle, folks, so we apologize if the energy dips on this program.
It's a shame.
We're trying our best here. They're showing images of him as a basketball player, which is very funny. But it's been a good time. It's been a tremendous time. Jeff Jarrett just got a promo.
This Matt Morgan video package is fucking hilarious.
Well, you know, he's the DNA of TNA. He's a blueprint.
I got it from like the DNA strands in the video package.
Do you remember when Mercedes called herself the Blueprint and Matt Morgan said that she should have called him up and asked for permission to use the name? Real thing that happened.
I do, yeah.
It's a matter of respect.
Look at that shirt he has on.
Oh my God, dude. So this is part of like a really extended Matt Morgan push. Cornette was convinced that Matt Morgan was going to be like the biggest star in wrestling, you know. Didn't quite pan out that way.
Yeah.
It's not the only time he misread one of those either. Matt Morgan's one of the biggest. He also had that weird. I like Mike Bennett, bro, but that fucking obsession that Cornette had with Mike Bennett in Ring of Honor was like, who is he? Was he watching someone else out there? I mean, I like Mike Bennett, but Jesus wept. Oh my God, look at the state of Matt Morgan.
Oh my God, he looks like Keith Lee.
Keith Lee, eh? Bless him.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire.
What a run he had, huh? I've brought it up, dude. I'll never forget. I'll never let anyone else forget. Remember Duke's free agents? Jeff Hardy, Keith Lee, Samoa Joe, and they thought I was nuts for saying Joe was the actual star there. He was the big one. Remember that?
No.
They still doubt me.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was a real thing, I'm telling you. It's a real thing. Dukes, will you be following Jeff Hardy back to TNA?
No. I grew up.
Okay, fair.
He still rules, though, but no.
Yeah.
I'll always love Jeff Hardy, but
it is what it is, isn't it? It's Father
Matt's
time.
there, I ain't watching, brother.
Okay, folks, something just happened here in LNG headquarters that startled me. We have a guest coming that I was not expected. Bob, fill dead air with the assistance of Duke, so I have some serious business to handle, fellas.
Okay. Yeah, so we got Sting here. He was very good. He would wrestle for 15 more years after this. Which,
Steve is here.
Yeah.
In the purple jacket.
He's great. I miss him.
Me too. He used to be better.
I'll tell you who misses him, the 400,000 people that stopped watching when he left.
Fucking real.
I've said this, seriously, dude. Dax the Axe is not coming to the program. It's Late Night Grin. I want to be clear. Seriously, there is a theory in the professional wrestling world that people did retire with Sting. And I actually think it might be true. There's a belief that some of the viewers just said, that's it. That was the season finale, Sting.
Series finale.
Yeah, you're right.
Makes sense. I mean,
I think there may be something to it. Now, do I fully believe it? No, but it's a fun theory to throw out 2 hours into a podcast, right? It's, Wesley said he didn't say no to the Good Brothers. I did not. The Good Brothers are not coming on to watch TNA Slam. They were at SmackDown tonight.
They were.
I don't know why, but they just make towns. Well, they're professionals. I think I've decided I'm just not going to watch this match. Is that all right with you, boys?
I'm going to lock in.
Good for you, bro. Do play-by-play. Drop down, tackle, get it again.
Woo!
Yeah, this was a long story, and at Bound for Glory, Matt Morgan has the best match of his career. He works with Kurt, and Kurt has this miracle match with him.
Of course he does.
Dude, the Good Brothers had a dark match with the Street Profits at SmackDown.
Oh, hell yeah.
God, what a gig. They're making a lot of towns, Bobby. You said they're the hardest workers in the territory.
They are. It's always really funny because, every 3 or 4 months, they end up on the dark match, spot for a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't surprise me if they work with house shows this weekend.
It's a fascinating thing because I think if you ask most people, they don't even realize they're there and they just kind of go, oh, the Good Brothers still cashing check. But they are legitimately working more often than many of the wrestlers under contract. It's very funny. Speaking of contracts, we've got a heavy hitter joining us here. One of the most iconic grinners of all, one of the core 4. Folks, the Oracle of Wrestling is here.
Oh, my.
On a glorious Friday night. Oracle, what are you doing here, brother?
Bro, listen.
Yes.
I had some phone calls.
Yep.
Called my folks every Friday night like I do and ordered some food and called an old friend of mine who moved back out east. And I'm going to go see him on Sunday, so I'm excited for that. And I thought,
Wonderful.
About 10:05 p.m., I turned into SmackDown. I thought, okay, time for the Blue Brand. That's the best 2 hours of television since the last Chicago show 2 weeks before Mania.
Yep.
What a show, dude.
Fucking incredible 2 hours of pro wrestling.
It was electric, exciting.
I had no expectation for that show to be as good as it was.
I didn't put the pieces together. When Punk was announced for Chicago, we should have known they're going to try and swing big because it's a big house, right? It was a really good crowd. Even for their standards, it was a really good crowd. But yeah, it was. I mean, for those of us that were invested in Jacob showing up, that was a huge deal. I mean, I actually did I made sound when that happened. Dude, I was like, oh shit.
He killed Randy.
As he should. As he had. The thing is, and this is the key difference with him, he can pull off what they're trying to present him as. Because he looks fucking insane. He's doing the faces and shit. And
dude, I'm telling you right now, I've never been more excited for Roman Reigns to come back as a babyface. And this CM Punk Drew McIntyre business, that's the hottest match going into SummerSlam.
Yeah,
we were talking about earlier. It's the only dang rivalry in this industry.
Yeah,
it's awesome. It's awesome. Very quickly, Tope asked for a timestamp. Bobby, can you give Tope a timestamp on Slammiversary 2009? We're currently watching Matt Morgan.
Okay, give me a second here, fellas.
Yes, it's on YouTube, brother. So we'll give Oracle a second, and then we'll give everyone a new timestamp.
Coming up.
Don't rush.
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna mute myself. I can hear you. I'll give you thumbs up.
All right. We're currently watching Matt Morgan, so no one has to rush. But
about an hour 38 we just crossed, so somewhere around there.
Hour 38. Right. Hour 38. Yes, we're at 1:38. So we're coming up here. 1:38:09, 1:38:10, around that range, right, Bobby? Okay.
Yep.
All right. It does appear, Modest King, that Oracle is going to lock in for the Slammiversary main, which is coming up very soon. King of the Mountain. I'm sure Oracle is a big King of the Mountain guy. Oracle is a big TNA fan, so we don't know what he's going to bring here. He could surprise us. He could surprise us, folks. But Sting's wrestling Matt Morgan. Dukes, you've locked in. How's it going?
It's going for sure. Definitely happening.
Look at the state of Sting's.
Sting looks crazy.
He looks like hell.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
And he killed the cameraman. Did you see Morgan's elbows in the corner?
Yeah.
Like when I was doing the Andrade thing. I need to do a late night Grin tweet saying, "Oh my god, the Oracle of Wrestling is here!" Like he's made a debut in TNA or something. Okay.
So I'm at in fact, I might be like 10 seconds ahead of y'all, but like I'm at like 139.30. But I haven't gotten up to where like I put the match on I haven't gotten like the picture-in-picture gimmick yet. So let me.
Okay.
I mean, I'm like, I don't have,
You're fine.
Let's just say Microsoft went and hired me in like 1983 or whatever. So I'm just,
if anyone was wondering, there's your answer.
Right.
Yeah, we just crossed 39.30 like a few seconds ago, so you'll be fine. It'll be okay. Once you're picture in picture, you can just pause it and we'll tell you when to go. All right.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out how to operate computers. There's a thing here with the squares, but I don't really know how to use it.
Yeah.
You'd think a 31-year-old would know how to use technology, but that's not really my forte.
It's not your game, bro.
Right.
You're a physical media man.
Yeah.
I was telling the guys, I have no problem saying this because if you watch this show this long enough, you deserve this story. I was telling the fellas that I bought the Best of Nitro, Volume 1, 2, and 3. I'm watching Volume 1 and I'm thinking, where are all the good matches? Nitro. And then I swear, like, I'm not even saying this to be silly, but it literally struck me. I was like, Benny, there's no Benny. Of course there's not.
You should have seen my face when I got Backlash 04. I was like, oh, nobody else is getting this.
But the thing is, all of Eddie's good matches are basically with Benny at that point as well, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It is what it is. I mean, it's just, he was very reliable on TV for them. So. Reliable.
You know what? I made the mistake of not making a second thing, so I'm going to do that.
Go on, mate. Go for it.
That's part of the problem, I think. So where y'all at? Are y'all like 141 almost?
Yeah.
Yeah, just cross 141. So.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll make a second.
Here he goes.
Gimmick.
Game plan.
Hell yeah. Oh shit.
Sting just did a missile drop kick a minute ago here. Look at Sting. He's really trying here, isn't he? Bless him. He's working really hard for a match that's never going to be good. Respect. Someone said, Joe, any physical DVDs you're on the hunt for? Always, brother. I'm always on the chase. There's some NXT ones that I've struggled to get that I'm going to try and pursue. Yeah, I'm very excited. Andrew asked if Oracle had any thoughts on the pop-out. I can answer for Oracle that he does not have any thoughts on the Kendrick Lamar concert, but he did pop me with his tweets of confusion. Very much pop me.
I'm at like 141.30. Is that basically where y'all were at? Like, did y'all just hit that?
We're now at 142.10.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, 142.10. So I'm gonna try to catch up here.
Yep. All good.
Sting
for us is about to make the cover. We're at 142.20 something here. He's for some reason Matt Morgan's kicked out of his finish, which is disgraceful. Sting has about a quarter of paint left on his face.
He's mostly Steve.
I just got to.
Just for a drop kick for some reason. Steve.
Oh shit! Hold on.
We're at 142. We're coming up 142.50 now. So.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause it at 143.36. Let me know when y'all get there.
Okay. Dukes, that's your job.
Got it.
143.36.
Dukes, do not fuck this up, Dukes.
What do you want me to say? When it's time.
Count it down, firstly. Count down from 5, and then you got to do some sort of now, something dramatic and urgent.
Hold on, I got to do the math in my head. When do I start? Okay, I got it.
By the way, Sting has beat Matt Morgan here in the TNA Slammiversary pay-per-view. This is a real operation here. Dukes, get ready, please.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Well done.
Yeah.
So does that mean, Oracle, you had to spend a minute looking at the still frame of Face Paint Samoa Joe?
Oh yeah. Well, the funny thing is the format I put this on is like I can see I can see myself in like the bottom cam and y'all, so like I don't feel like messing with it. 'Cause I don't want to mess it up. So, because I just like picked whatever I could just to get to where I could see the show
respect
at the
it.
same time.
Oracle, just one. This is a small thing, because I reckon you remember the finish. We cannot spoil the finish for Young Dukes, okay?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because he's brand new to all this brand new world of total non-stop action.
Oh man, listen. Okay, so this is spring and summer of 09. Okay, so I was watching every week at the time. So I was like a weekly viewer of TNA from like early 03. No, granted, we wouldn't get every Wednesday show, but like my uncle would get one like at least once a month, right? So like I from like early 03 to like the end of 06, I was like consistent TNA viewer. I stopped watching for like after Angle came in and like beat Joe. I was like, okay, this sucks. So like I didn't get back into it. I briefly watched some of it in 08, like occasionally. Like I remember like the Kurt Angle AJ Styles feud where like AJ was like had a crush on Karen Jarrett or whatever, or Karen Jarrett now, but Karen Angle at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he like went on a date with her, took her to Gatorland or something.
Yep, that sounds right.
I also remember when Foley came in at the end of 08 and like there was like a turkey mascot or something for like a Thanksgiving episode.
Thanksgiving, yep.
Yeah.
It was AJ, wasn't it?
So, but I started watching.
I think so.
I think it was Lockdown 09. Like I watched that show on YouTube, like the night after, because for some reason Dylan was watching it, was telling me about it. So like I watched Lockdown 09, and like he was telling me about Heel Don West, and I was like, oh dude, I gotta listen to this. Incredible. So like I tuned in for like 4 months straight. So like from like April of 09 to like August of 09, I was like a weekly viewer again for like the whole summer. And like Don West was like the best thing. Like it was so funny. Like Heel Don West is like one of my favorite like things they
he
ever
was
did.
really good at it. Yeah, they probably shouldn't have done it, but he was really good at it.
Right.
If that makes sense, right? It's like
right. And they I'm trying to think of stuff I remember. I remember they had Cody Deaner first debuted this summer during this.
Yes.
And like he had a ladder match with Doug Williams that is insane. Where like
My
he takes a
God.
bump off a ladder on Impact is like one of the craziest shit I've ever seen. Like he almost dies. Because I mean Cody Deaner was like untrained at the time. Like he's like
insane TV spot for him.
The Beautiful People were a big deal at the time. I think this is when like Daphne and Dr. Stevie and all them came in, right?
Yes, we just watched their. They did the match with it was Daphne and Raven versus Abyss, and Taylor Wilde is on this show. We just watched it.
Is that the match where Daphne takes a tack bump?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
But yeah, and then of course the main event Mafia.
Oh, how can we forget?
My favorite thing about the main event Mafia was Sting. At this point, is like he's like a baby face, but like not really.
Well, he wants them to have
honor. The heel.
He wants them to have honor. He takes the Mafia part. It's very cinematic in that way. He wants to be in the Mafia, but he wants them to be classy.
His look during this period is so hilarious too, because he's like, if he's not in a match, he's got like the slick back hair and like sunglasses and shit.
Steve.
With no face paint, so it's just
of course professional wrestler, bro. Thank you, Tangerine.
Orient Express. What on earth?
What happened?
Is this?
Oh, good lord! 3D's Orient Express.
They worked Japan last night, and they flew to Detroit to work this match. I would have called it something different, but
yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, what?
Oh, is this when they're the IWGP champs?
I believe so.
I think so. Yeah, because didn't they have like a match with No, there was one time where they had Angle and Joe versus Team 3D, right? Or was that a couple years before that? Wasn't that like a pay-per-view main event?
That was before the issue. That was when they did the thing where like Joe and Angle had all the belts. I think it was that time. Yeah,
well, Jumanji says these tagline graphics are dumb. That was every TNA pay-per-view. It was like every match had tagline graphics. Like they were like...
Oh, brother, we've had some classics tonight. Bobby, can you give a timestamp for our friend EJ in the chat, brother?
Yes.
But while you do that, thank you to Andrew for the super chat. Go for it, Bob.
Coming up on an hour and 49 minutes.
Okay, so we're at like 53 now, 54. So if you go about an hour and 49, you'll be just about right. Beer Money are in the building. We recently talked about Beer Money a lot on Grin Grappler Bob Roode, which was a hoot.
Yeah, Bob Roode, Grin Grappler.
Yeah,
Speaking
we
of
got
Grin
another
Grappler,
Yeah.
did you see that Mick Foley DVD I bought?
I did pop me
The
huge.
match
Yeah.
isn't that great. It's got Submit or Surrender, which I wanted, but I think I might even have that on something else. But Submit or Surrender is worth having. So
Sometimes there's a novelty to buying a set for just one match.
mm-hmm.
There's for some reason for lunatics like you and I that pops us, right? It's like,
oh, for sure.
So that Heart and Soul set, there's like 2 matches on it I wanted, and I was like, yeah, I'm buying it.
I got that. Like, yeah, I got a nice spot because I hadn't been in 2 months. I hadn't gotten anything in 2 months, and I was like, I need to go. Let me tell you what. Back when like they were, all this stuff was on the market, people were not in the wrestling section. 3 out of the 5 times I've gone to this store, the one here in Knoxville and the one in Chattanooga, there have been people there.
Wow.
Desperately trying to get shit.
Yeah, because that's wild.
And every time I go to the one here in Knoxville, close to me, like it's dwindling, dude. There's like, it's like because I've got a good memory, so I'm like, okay, what's new that wasn't here last time? The stuff that wasn't here last time was fucking Fastlane 2023.
LA Night, that deal. Yeah.
Like, I don't know about all that. I was like, I'm not. I did buy the Rumble 2023 from there like a couple months back because that show pops because Rhea wins the Rumble. But
there's some big shows from recently, like the Manias have been really good the last couple of years. It's a shame they're not going to release this year's Mania. It's fucking brutal.
So JJ, Dylan, and I kind of toyed with that, but because of my situation and the days I've getting off and stuff, I'm not going to be able to do Blood and Guts in Nashville.
Are you aware, Oracle, of the
like
words
when I was at my parents' last weekend, Dylan and I kind of fumbled with the idea, but I was like, I don't think it's going to work out.
Oracle, you just said JJ Dillon and I discussed this. That's the way that sounded.
JJ Dillon.
Yes, in response to JJ Suja. Folks, it's not just Oracle joining us. We have another star of late night Grim fame, a Hall of Famer even, live from Las Vegas.
My God.
JJ is here. How are you?
I'm good. I honestly don't know how I'm here. I ordered food and I ate it in 10 minutes so I could be here with you guys.
We appreciate it. It's been a crazy night here for the Grin. We've been, as a promoter, I try my best to give the people the best show possible. I've been scrambling. Jaychele reached out. Let's make the town. I know you can't stay for long, but it is greatly appreciated. How is Vegas?
It's actually been good. I'm here for a business conference. I'm actually in the business center right now, but I went to the aquarium and stuff yesterday, and that was really fun. And I saw like a big fountain and everything. And I wanted to see Megan Thee Stallion, but she's here tomorrow, unfortunately. It's okay.
Well, it sucks, but being in the business center to join the StreamYard link for the late night grid is really one of the classic moments, I think. But the idea of like when you go in there, people thinking like, oh my God, a meeting on a Friday night, this must be some serious shit going down, Someone's getting fired. It's like, no, I'm going to do a podcast.
It was either this or explain to my roommate what the late night grin was. And she asked me earlier, I was watching something with wrestling yesterday or something like that. I think it was like the story of Randy Orton versus Triple H or something like that. It was something super random. And she was like, is that HHH? I was like, I don't want to say nothing else to you.
You should have said, yes, Papa Paul, everyone's favorite booker. Sent all the memes, the whole deal. Definitely would have made wrestling seem cool for sure. Yes, we've had a good time here. It's very difficult, we were saying, but we led with the show tonight. I did an on camera. I gave a speech to people, a monologue, explaining this is the challenge of being a professional grinner, right? This is why we go through the training we go through. We get the licenses we get. We pass the courses we pass. Like, it's what we do. You have to make things happen. Jaychele's doing this in Vegas. Jaychele's she's not watching Slammiversary night. She's just making a town to make sure the people leave the building tonight happy with the show they got. That's what it's all about, right? Wonderful stuff.
She's already more professional than the last time somebody called in from Vegas.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Tell him. Let him know.
I forgot what that reference was. I forgot. Do you remember that, Jaychele? Do you remember Bobby's Vegas escapades?
Yeah. When I got the Lily Jack in the Box.
The Lily Jack in the Box. And that very unique stance that Bob had where he was sort of laying and we were watching, we were like looking up at him.
That was SummerSlam 2021 weekend, right? Or right at, like,
yeah.
Because
that is nearly 3 years ago, brothers and sisters.
Oh, come on. I forgot. I'm on. Dadgum. Why is there a freaking ad on here?
What a sell that was.
I'll be a few seconds behind. That's okay.
You're good. Jaychele, have you been keeping up? It was incredible. Fucking awesome. You need to see it for real.
I want to watch it. It's just I can't watch anything in real time, so I would have to watch it like an hour ago or something like that. I'm in West Coast time right now, so everything is like messed up. But I'm gonna watch.
As soon as you leave us, you should watch some of the clips at least. It's great, and this is big news. We actually have to get into here while Bubba Ray Dudley does his thing, I guess. Jaychele has finally conceded defeat in the great CM Punk debate. Everyone, it happened.
Wow.
It's true. I'm just saying, it is what it is. You know.
It was actually so funny. I mean, I was watching the what is it? Not the after show. It's like not the media scrum because they don't call it that. It was like the something else.
Press conference?
Oh, for Clash of the Castle?
Yeah, exactly. And Punk was just, I don't know. He was magical. So I became a fan.
We've all been there.
He told that one dude, he was like, I ain't never working a Hell in a Cell match or a ladder match.
Oh my God. He was like, that's why you should never be a booker. I was like, oh my God, he's a sassy man. And I appreciate that. So I became a fan. He's just like the ultimate, like,
I've been telling you this for years. He's such a wrestler that you should like. He's totally
be honest with you,
incredible character. Yes, Oracle.
Beard Money's performing very well in this bout here.
This match is quite good. Devon Dudley has a mouthpiece for some reason. I don't know why. This match is quite good.
Look at Earl's ref outfit. What the hell is that?
He's a throwback. He's a
Slammiversary, I guess.
He's a throwback. So I'm assuming, Jaychele, you're locked in on this Drew Punk business, right?
I actually am. I mean, I honestly thought Drew was going to win. I'm not going to lie. Like, I was 100% sold. And I literally told Dylan, I was like, oh, like, we're watching the show because, like, it's just for Drew to win. And I was like, what? The actually going on. But I was excited by it. I mean, I tweeted, I was like, I don't have anything nice to say about the women's tag titles, so I just like not saying anything. I have many feelings, but I'm just gonna let it play out, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm not too sure those belts are ever gonna really mean much, unfortunately. It's a shame.
Belts have been cursed from the beginning. They're one of those like that and the
it's a curse.
The TNT title and
the TNT title
goes from like being cursed for like 3 months and then like not being cursed. It's kind of
the stretch where it was for when Sammy and Scorpio were fighting for it was like
and then Wardlow won it or whatever and Joe and all that stuff.
Who is the TNT champion?
There isn't one.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they're doing a ladder match for that, aren't they?
I was thinking I've forgotten.
Once again, it's cursed.
It's cursed
because the former TNT champion decided to watch Halloween Havoc 97 tapes and go, oh, I can do that.
Speaking of ladder matches for vacant titles, Jaychele, you were popping huge, I know, for that North American title match in NXT with Kalani Jordan. Yeah.
I actually love her. Like, she was not at all like my picks to win, but I'm actually really happy that she did. And it was so cute when she was dancing with Sexy Red. I actually really like her. I don't think she's like ready at all for the championship, but I mean, she'll become ready, hopefully.
Yeah.
Joe and I were popping for that match. We he and I loved it. We did a Grinalong, and then Dave Meltzer gave it like 2 stars. What the fuck?
Fuck Dave. Who gives a fuck what Dave has to say? No, honestly, my digital footprint is going to be crazy. I've already accepted that, like, whatever job takes me, they have to just deal with whatever I said on this show.
Oh yeah.
So, unfortunately, Dave, he has interesting opinions on women's wrestling, so I just would like leave him alone with that. So I'm
Yeah.
Kaylani did an amazing job. I'm happy with her performance, and so Ruka too, and even Lash Legend. I wish she had a little bit more time, but she was still amazing.
You mentioned digital footprint. I'm not going to name any details, but there was recently something that Contrarian Alex, he was pursuing professionally, and I legitimately sat there and thought, if he gets this thing that he wants to get, I would have to probably private about 50 videos on the channel because, like, because you do podcasts, you just say stuff, right? Like you say, just call a guy.
Somebody said I said fuck old people or no more old people.
You said that once. You did say that once, yeah. You were very young. You're still very young.
I mean, I'm not going to take it back, but it's crazy that I did say that. People remember that I said that. I wish you guys would forget that, please.
Jaychele, I have an image for you to assess. This is my yearbook photo.
I did. What year is this?
This is 2014.
1983.
Who did your hair? Did you do your hair yourself?
I did. I don't know what I was thinking. It was a very... I don't know what I was going for. I'll be honest with you, Jaychele. I don't know. It's like, I don't know if the front part was intentional or just like the way it was that day,
I think you're
oh, fuck it. I was just going to go with it. I thought, fuck, is that Kevin Kelly or is that Joe?
What's the difference?
If I have short hair and it's like parted, I'll look like 1991 Jim Ross sometimes. Kevin Kelly's.
I see some JR in there, yeah.
I can look a lot like Jim Ross if I try. But I've never heard Kevin Kelly before. Obviously, him and I are very different, as you know, folks. But we've just got a new guest who actually, and God, I hope you can hear me right now as he StreamYard loads him into the building. So we've got a guest who's actually very much like Kevin Kelly. The confirmed shoot is.
Is that a Cameron Brink shirt shoot?
Yeah, that rules.
Wait. I spoke too soon.
Yeah.
I spoke too soon. I don't know if this was a kind of combined attack, but the real Kevin Kelly replica has actually just arrived.
Oh,
the big man is back.
Come on right now. Look at this screen.
I assume you didn't know that was about to happen. You did a 1-2 punch there, you and Alex. Look at this. Look at this image we have.
No idea. No.
Man. We could have a chaos on the screen right here.
We're just doing our thing, partying. This is what you do when you're a promoter. You back against the wall, late night grins at their best. Everyone knows this about us, right? Alex and Matt, are you going to watch the show, or are you just hanging out? Either way's fine.
No, I want to watch this main event. What's the timestamp y'all are at right now?
Okay, Bobby's the master of time, so Bob, take it away.
Let's see, we are at 2:02:10 at the moment. Approaching the end of the tag match, so not quite at the main event yet, but we're getting there.
That was Bob did it like a weather forecast. That was excellent.
To be clear.
Oh my God, Nick Aldis is here.
Don't spoil Dukes on the finish of the main event, as Joe.
Yes, do not spoil Dukes on the finish of the main event.
Very fair.
Alex, how are you? You look like you've had a great day in the sun, I must say.
I'm very cooked. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's came down to South Padre Island here on the border of Texas and Mexico, and it was supposed to be storming, and today was a wonderful sunny day, and had a great day on the beach. But yeah, I'm probably going to be a bit sore in the morning, but we have plenty of aloe and whatnot here, so yeah.
That's fine, brother. You were on the show earlier. You wrestled Christopher Daniels. Look, let me show you the match graphic here. There you were, look. You had a real bad match, bro. It's fucking terrible. I don't know what you were thinking.
You were great, Alex.
Dude, Shane Douglas in 2009. I remember at the WrestleCon Super Show in 2017 during like the Battle Royal, Perfect Strangers by Deep Purple hit, and out of like the probably 1,500 people there, I was the only one that jumped up and down screaming yes. And Shane Douglas comes out in sweatpants and a 4XL triple
Bro,
threat.
I was there. I didn't jump up, but I definitely threw my fist in the air because I was up like in like the second or third row from the entranceway. And when that shit hit, I fucking like I was like, yeah. And like my brother Dustin was sitting by me. He was like, what? I was like, it's Shane Douglas.
Fucking rules. Confirm shoot. How are you this evening?
I'm good. My connection appears to be fucked completely. I can hear you guys, so that's enough. But everything on the screen is moving in like a poor frame rate and whatever. You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah, I think it's probably the wokes, right?
What did you just say, Joe?
What? Tim Kelly.
You heard him.
That's my new grift, Jaychele. This is my new direction. I'm going to email
Joe,
Raj
I
here
don't
in
think
the
we should
morning.
do this, Joe. I don't think that's a good idea.
I'm going to email Raj in the morning and see what's up. See if I can get some run at Ringside News or some shit, you know.
Hey Joe,
this is a
this
mess.
wasn't
I'm gonna see
the
if I can
year.
come back.
Oh, mate.
This wasn't the year that the Slammiversary poster was the take off the walk the line poster, was it?
I think it was. Yeah, I think it was.
Okay.
I'm not exactly certain, but I think it was. This match appears to have been pretty good. I know we've been greatly distracted, folks. If you wanted live commentary with,
yeah, it is actually. Yeah,
it looks good.
And like during like peak COVID, like spring 2020, I watched every single 2009 pay-per-view from the Fed and TNA.
Beast, yeah.
And I did it in about I don't know a week or something. But
of course you did. Yeah.
So this is the show that I actually watched. That was over 4 years ago. Isn't fairly recent.
Did you keep a spreadsheet of the matter?
I kind of think I did. I can't remember though. And
Jaychele, how many wrestling spreadsheets have you kept in your time as a fan of the industry?
I don't think I ever made a spreadsheet for wrestling.
No,
ever.
It's always a good time to start.
Fake fan.
Yeah.
I have made Word documents, if those count, but never a spreadsheet.
I know you're a big fan of the Talking Shop podcast with Gallows and Anderson, right, Jaychele? Did you hear the part when they're talking about Sexy Red?
No, tell me. I'm actually interested in this.
They claimed and almost certainly lied that she was a big fan. And
Don't ever. They should never, ever, ever lie on my girl Sexy Red like that. That's crazy.
Have you considered how awesome it would be if it was true, however?
It's not true. She does not know those white men. I'm telling you right now. I can guarantee it.
Gallows claimed that they had an extended conversation.
What would they talk about? What do they have in common?
I don't know, the Bullet Club or something.
Oh my god.
The chat, we've lost confirmed shoot for now. We hope he could return. We hope so. Praying for our friend Matty Bullets.
Yo, this Jacob Fatu debut was pretty dope.
Oh,
yeah, he's
he almost killed Randy. Did you see the spear, Alex?
I'm watching it right now. This is I just got on Twitter for the first time in hours, and yeah, this is pretty cool.
Yeah,
SmackDown was amazing, dude. The Punk
it was a
stuff
great show.
It was.
Great show.
I did see
the Razor.
The Drew thing was pretty cool.
Is that funniest comments? Which quote, she does not know those white men, end quote, Jaychele's lawyer in 2 years. Screenshot this, please. If you're watching at home, screenshot, tweet it, make it clear to the people that Late Night Grin is rocking and rolling here on a wonderful Friday night. There's a 3D, meanwhile, at Slammiversary 2009. Big Rob Terry is causing distraction.
This is good. This match is good.
This looks like one of the best Team 3D TNA matches, actually. What is Bubba doing now, dude?
For all the jokes.
Terry. Good Lord.
For all the rightful jokes about
Oh my god.
Whoa.
My god.
Holy shit.
They did have some good matches in TNA with Team Canada, Beer Money, Machine Guns. They had an incredible comedy match with Shark Boy and Curry Man. It was a Boston fish market street fight that was really good.
Yeah. Beast.
Did you say Boston?
I think it was
As
Boston.
in the Celtics, the champions?
Do not.
The champions?
That's crossing the line right there. Right, that's
I was asking a question. That's all. I never even said I was a Celtics fan.
we've been friends long enough. You know, I have no rules around here other than Boston Celtics propaganda on this program. I refuse it under any circumstances. It will not happen on my watch. Absolutely not. I was underhanded, but very well
We have
played.
18 banners, apparently, is what I was told.
Yeah, almost as many as the Good Brothers.
TNA Superstars.
Oh dear, Beer Money Lee with the titles. It's a shame we couldn't get the confirmed shoot to stay in here. His connection was beating his ass. It's a shame.
It was.
Almost an entire. I think if he'd have stayed for a few minutes, Jack Crosby would have just jumped on just to really swing big, you know.
Oh wait, this is the era when they were doing TNA cross the line.
Cross the line.
Two very different attempts there at the same voice, which rules.
It wasn't in Boston. It was actually at the Norfolk Scope. It was a fish market street fight between Team 3D Curryman and Shark Boy. This was Destination X 2008, main evented by Christian Cage, Kevin Nash, and Samoa Joe versus Kurt Angle, AJ Styles, and Tyson Tomko. A main event anywhere in the country. Anywhere in the world, excuse me.
Folks, Kurt Angle has just appeared on the screen and looks terrifying.
Look at Kurt Angle.
Oh my God, look at
him. He looks like John Moxley.
Hey.
Hey now. He's seen better days, folks, as Kurt Angle here in 2009. That confirmed shoot, ripping the Cameron Brink shirt. Jaychele, are you all in on the WNBA? All in?
I'm like 70% in. I cannot be online too long because when I start to spaz about Caitlin Clark and I just have a mental breakdown when I see people talk about Angel Reese, so I just can't for my own mental health because I will actually kill somebody. So I think it's just best if I just leave it alone sometimes. But I am watching, and we have courtside tickets to go to the Connecticut Suns versus the Sky.
No, nice.
So I'm going to see Angel Reese up close.
Another fucking ad, man.
I've told old shoot that my Instagram suggestions now are solely cooking videos, Kelsey Plum, and Kabuki Warriors. Take from that what you will.
Kelsey Plum's my fault.
Can you elaborate on that?
I'm not lying. That's the truth.
Fucking scouting reports being exchanged, all sorts. Terrible.
That's one way to put it.
Okay,
yes.
let's chill with the Camila Cardozo stuff in the comments. Not too much on Angel.
Is there WNBA too?
Don't you start.
What's happening now?
Fight.
Yes, it is.
Phil fighting?
What did I miss?
I don't know. We were talking about Kurt Angle and stuff.
So nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
You missed it. He looked like John Moxley.
Oh, come on. Matt, did you see the thing where I showed Alex his own match graphic? Did you see that?
I saw the match. I didn't. That was when I was messed up. But I saw the match graphic earlier on Twitter.
Yeah.
Somebody tweeted it, and I was like, "Well, that's fucking Alex right there."
Yeah, exactly.
now I know why he loves Shane Douglas so much.
Well,
man in the mirror.
Cut the fucking music.
Jesus. It sounded like he was doing Exorcist cosplay there. That was insane, boys. You tapped into.
Well, I tried to do the gravelly, Shane Douglas.
Yeah, I respect it. I respect
it. 2 years after it was cool, the Shane Douglas promo sounded like, well, it's me, Triple H. Here I am with Stephanie, and I'm the franchise.
Hey, how about this? 25 years after the fact, there's a guy named Max who goes on TV every week.
Oh, dude.
Did I not say it earlier?
You did, yeah. That's Oracle's trademark, though, you got to say.
I know. I just want everyone to know that I'm right.
Fair.
Because Oracle agrees with me.
As soon as it went that direction, I knew where Oracle was going. Immediately knew. Oh, dear. What a time. Tell you what, Shane Douglas versus Roosh would have been a very interesting match. Very interesting match.
Roosh just kicking out belly to belly at one.
They should do it now.
They should. He's a podcaster now, of course. One of the most premier jobs one can have in the world.
So's the world champion. So
Exactly, dude. Premium.
Have we considered the 5 individuals in this main event bout?
Yes, the main event is about to be AJ Styles versus Jeff Jarrett versus Mick Foley versus Samoa Joe versus Kurt Angle. It's a real match here in 2009.
Let
what's
me
the
be clear. Mick Foley defending the champion.
Defending almost all of those men at like a career low point because, of course, wonderful time.
Wait,
Hey, baby.
Nation of
really
Island.
like 40
Mojo.
minutes long.
It's King of the Mountain. Do you know King of the Mountain matches, Matt? Have you seen one?
No.
It's the most TNA shit
I mean, I've heard of them,
ever.
obviously.
You have to pin a guy to qualify to take the okay, hang on. You don't pull the belt down. You hang the belt yourself. But to be able to do that, you have to pin someone. If you get pinned, however, you go into the penalty box, which that's how it takes around. Jaychele, in a minute, we're probably going to get wildly distracted. So, are you good just watching us act like idiots, or would you like to bow out now? Because it's been wonderful having you, but I don't want to. You got your business meetings to do and stuff.
I have
in Vegas.
15-ish more minutes.
Okay, cool. Well, I apologize if it was just us going, oh my God, Mick Foley, I apologize. But whenever you need to go, just tell me. It's been great to have you in the building. Do you have any shows and stuff coming up, Jaychele, or are you living the good life still, chilling?
About the show, interesting question. I mean, I don't know exactly what the show's going to look like. I've been wondering if it's even going to contain wrestling stuff at all. So, I mean, hopefully by the time the school year starts, like, I'll figure that out. But, I mean, my Instagram is the place to probably find me for right now. So, Jaychele with an underscore.
There you go, folks. Jaychele hanging out as some of her dipshit friends react to a bad wrestling match. I don't think this is actually a bad wrestling match, to be fair. AJ Styles here is the TNA champ, yeah.
The boxing
AJ's the Legends champ.
Look at
AJ. They call him the phenomenal one, Cole.
He's the Legends champion, which is about Booker T introduced.
Dude,
an
AJ,
interesting time.
Man, 04, his the early ROH with the hood was so cool. At this point, though, the hood's just comical. He
can't see. How's he?
He's wearing a bag over his head. Yeah.
Is he the youngest guy in this match?
Almost certainly.
Yeah, he's older than the big man, dude.
He was what, 32 in this match? 31, 32 in this match?
He's older than Joe, which rules.
Older than AJ.
Definitely does. Yeah, he definitely wrestles. They're both still doing good stuff, but he definitely wrestles older too.
Joe's only 9 months removed from leaping back first on the flight of stairs. So
yeah, true. Lucky he can walk really at this point.
Yeah. Nation of Islands.
Ridiculous. This I don't have the audio on. I can't remember if this was already "Get Ready to Fly."
Yeah,
the peak, the crowning moment of the Thunderdome era was Kofi or Big E. Someone was wrestling AJ in a singles match, and Woods had the trombone, and he slid on it. He goes, "Brr, brr, brr, brr," and he goes, I am.
I remember,
yeah.
That ruled.
That's awesome. Jaychele, have you conceded yet on AJ Styles being washed? That horrific allegation that you would. You're not giving up on it yet?
I stand on that.
The big man is back. He's on the gas and everything. It's great. He's back.
I watched his match with Cody and I thought it was good, but it is not good enough to convince me.
They play out. I'm patient. Look how long I waited on the.
They're doing a backstage walkout for Joe here. Are they
and everyone
Noro Josuke here.
Everyone gets the entrance and they get a video about how awesome they are. Every single one of them gets it. It's crazy.
We need those.
That's tremendous.
Jaychele, it's worth knowing. Look how patient I was with the Great Punk War. Years I battled and fought that fight, and I won in the end. We get there.
Yes, AJ Styles. On the other hand,
slightly different issues.
Yeah,
Well, wait until I get you
demanding you apologize, Jaychele.
No,
I'm not apologizing for shit.
She's saving that for the aforementioned lawsuit that will be coming up in a couple of years.
Exactly, of course.
Samoa Joe is here. He has seen better days, folks, is the way I'm going to put it. He's, well, he looks like hell, doesn't he?
He always pops me because he always looks like he's like a big fella going for a swim, with his trunk.
Spit take. Spit take from Contrarian Alex there.
He always looks like a big fella going for a swim. What the fuck?
He's not wrong. Look at him.
I mean, yeah.
He's got his towel and everything.
Yep.
You go back
They
to
do
like
look like
Meltzer
swim
talking-
trunks, man. I mean,
Tom Meltzer used to talk about Takayama. Oh, Brian, he looks like a big fella going for a swim.
fucking Oracle just ruined Joe for me. That's all I'm going to think about every time I see him now.
Oh man, he still had the cock on his face here.
Mhm.
I'm on Jeff Jarrett now. That still works though.
Look how
Here's
serious.
a real superstar.
Look how serious Double J is. Look at the pride on his face. Look at the passion. My goodness, the
Look at
founder.
the hair, man, coiffed beautifully.
This is a very serious presentation here for this TNA King of the Mountain match, folks. Jaychele,
scale
have you ever
from
seen
zero-
King of the Mountain? Well,
Matt, on
sorry.
a scale from 0 to Nick Bockwinkel, where do you rank Jeff Jarrett's hair right here?
Hair's great. Come on, Matt, be
The
fair.
hair's pretty good. It's like a 7.
There you go.
I feel it deserves high. Jaychele, have you ever seen a King of the Mountain match?
I was gonna say I don't think so. Can somebody explain like the rules or like what's going on?
There's a penalty box. And
Oh, I
you
have seen this. I
Yes.
do know. Okay.
They did a knockouts one, I think, a couple years ago. I want to say you probably saw that.
I think I know what you're talking about, right? Yeah,
We did a
hold
couple
on.
of TNA reviews back in the olden days.
indeed. Do you remember Moose?
He got very mad.
Yes.
I wasn't on that show. He
Bob's
got very
favorite
mad.
wrestler, Moose.
Bob's favorite. Yeah. Bob's favorite.
If you ever go to a wrestling show with Bob, he does this the whole time. He goes, Moose.
That's actually true. He was doing it during Dax versus Jay White, and everyone was
Yeah.
kind of confused. It was a weird vibe.
If you watch the Ring of Honor show that was taped there, you can actually hear Bob yelling it during a couple of the matches.
Probably could, yeah.
Oh my
Gravity's
God,
just fucking
Kurt.
everything up in the ring, and you just hear Moose, Moose.
Oh my God! Look at Kurt Angle.
He looks
I know,
insane.
man.
Yeah. Bad.
Wild thing. Dan, dan, dan.
Bro, for real, he looks infinitely worse than
Oh,
Jon
no,
Moxley has ever looked. Look at Kurt's face. Fuck, man.
I jest just because of the hair and the beard, but yeah,
Yeah,
Kurt,
yeah.
Man,
He
He's-
looks.
he looks
I
like
know he-
Christian Bale committing to a role.
bro. Like, my question is, what does Percocet do to you? Like, I mean,
I don't know. Is that one way to find out, bro?
What do you mean Percocet?
That would be a good hook for an episode of the Grin.
What? That should be the title of this.
Perk Oracle.
No, what do you
Jason.
mean, Percocet?
Jaychele, have you ever taken 32 Percocets so you could wrestle a match?
No, I cannot say I have. Where did he admit that?
Oh, he's told the whole. Yeah, he did some crazy shit.
A courtroom?
It did bum me out. Seriously, I will say it did bum
I
me
mean,
out.
you let Jeff Jarrett steal your wife and kids and see how you react.
All right, folks. Can we grab a hold? Can we grab a hold? Everyone back to the apron. Everyone back to the apron.
Oh my god.
It did pop. Poor Kurt. Like someone did an interview with him, and they asked him about what about the meme, bro? Perk Angle, and Kurt was like, "Yeah, I don't really find it that funny because I nearly died, but I'm glad everyone else enjoys it." Like, poor fucking guy. It's like an internet meme, you know. Bless
He
his
sounds
heart.
like the original Crash Out to me. That's what that sounds like.
Yeah. TNA was kind of, you know.
It does suck that he was going through a hard time, but like you can't act like he wasn't awesome in TNA. So
Yeah.
it's
Oh my God, look at
Well, he's
this
also
dude.
said, he's equally said if he didn't go to TNA, he'd have just died on the road in WWE because, you know.
yeah.
His big issue in TNA was when he started actually drinking a lot because that was the culture in TNA. They would all go to the bar after the shitty TV tapings and get hammered, drown
there
their
by,
sorrows.
What was it? someone, I think it was the DoubleTree by Universal they stayed at. Is
Yeah.
the old
Let me tell you something, Alex. There's some brothers at All Elite Wrestling that could do with a DoubleTree next door. I know a couple of them. I'd get a lot less DMs if there was a DoubleTree from going and get hammered. The boys have to just DM people nowadays. It's a different industry.
Hey, I knew a guy who was a bartender at a DoubleTree.
Good. Bobby, can you
Look at the cop
timestamp
now.
for the chat, please, brother?
2:24:15.
24.
Part of Mick Foley's entrance.
Mick Foley is walking out. He's putting his thumb up to imaginary people. He's
Why does
Somehow
everyone in
Mick
this
Foley
match look
looks-
like shit?
because
Dude, Mick Foley looks substantially
Dude,
less
look at
healthy than
Mick.
Kurt
Oh
Angle.
my god.
I mean, I want to be clear that I'm very self-aware that it's hilarious that I'm the one who just said that, but like, look at these dudes, man. Like, Angle made me actively uncomfortable, and then we got to Mick Foley.
Jeff, he's actually, that's the thing. Jeff's always looks great, right? Jeff's actually the outline. I mean, Uncle Alan's got the kind of shitty hair, the gear I don't like
AJ
much.
looks fine.
Jeff
He looks
was
fine,
smart because Jeff never once in his career got like crazy roided or jacked. So he's just consistently for 30 years looked like he's in good shape. So
yes,
props to him. I hope he wins the Owen.
He will.
The funniest possible conclusion isn't Pack in that, like on the other side of the bracket. So the funniest finals is Pack and Jeff Jarrett like running high spots.
No.
I don't think you have to worry about it much.
Yeah, Nicole double
I got a feeling.
About 2 minutes.
I got a feeling you won't have to worry.
He's
About
gonna take a buckshot, and that's gonna be about his only contribution to the tournament.
Damn right.
As long as he knows his place.
The chat is popping for the Mick Foley theme with the click, click, bang, bang, and all that, all that business.
God.
Oh yeah, it's got lyrics. Click, click, bang, bang. Something, something, something. Yeah.
My goodness, world's champion Mick Foley. He's climbing a ladder.
Of all time. Like, what in the world?
Is he wearing the event T-shirt?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's going
Tommy
great.
Dreamer.
No, if it was full Tommy Dreamer, it would be the dusty polka dots these days.
Click, click, bang, bang. Twice the viewers of MJF.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh dear, folks! What a program tonight. Huh? There's been some quotables tonight.
So
Some
on the
probably-
Jeff Jarrett
yes.
front, though, I was just gonna say I was looking up the show. It was at the Palace of Auburn Hills, a venue I'm sure Maddie just distance-wise is familiar with, and I thought like it was close to closing down. It didn't close down for another 8 years after this. But the one and only WCW show I attended was a Nitro in 1999 in the Palace of Auburn Hills, and it featured possibly the most Alex Mattis match ever in Jeff Jarrett versus Bret Hart for the big gold belt.
God, how long did they go?
8 minutes.
Beast.
Which in
It's like
1999, that's like 40 by modern standards. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, I asked because I was expecting you to say 90 seconds because that was
Holy
the norm, wasn't
fuck,
it?
that ref looks better than Angle. Who's that ref?
Slick.
Yeah, Slick
what's his
Johnson.
name? Slick
That's
Johnson.
Steve of Twitter fame before he got off the gas. Why are the refs on the show wearing the fucking old school 80s WWF
I don't
polos?
know. I don't know if that was the thing at the time for a minute. I don't know. Not sure.
For the TNA World Heavyweight Championship.
Can you imagine if
Bobby.
this dude was an official now? Like, you couldn't.
Oh, bro, it would be crazy.
You couldn't do Carmelo Hayes matches.
That was
Microman?
so unnecessary. Why did you have to pick poor Mello, dude? He beat Randy Orton tonight, you know.
I heard.
I saw a clip of that, and Randy Schoolboy was still taller than Carmelo Hayes.
Oh,
Orton needs to leave. They're treating him like a jobber.
he should hand in his notice and go to TNA. He should buy a TNA.
Randy Orton versus Eddie Edwards coming to a TV near you soon.
I watched an Eddie Edwards match last week.
You did. You watched Smoldering of
Do you
Iron.
guys? Do you understand? Carmelo Hayes is taller than Chad Gable. You could have chose anybody else.
You could have.
Chad Gable's dead.
Yeah, come on. There's no reason for that.
He was killed on Monday Night Raw. I saw him.
Dude, how weird
He's shorter after he took that half and half at the last pay-per-view and landed on his head.
Yeah, he landed right on his head. That was crazy.
I watched that segment and I laughed so hard.
I get it.
Just incredible. I mean, I know people liked it, and I don't but
I just thought it was from a horror point of view. I thought it was really cool. I did. I got to be honest. Alex and I talked about this.
Yeah, we were talking about it in the Grin Grappler chat. Like, it looked cool. The thing is, like, you know,
how do you follow it up?
Yeah, like they're so obsessed now with like these reality-based characters. Like, fucking Gunther's gonna be like chopping Senior Birdie or whatever the fucking guy's name is. Like what is
Senior Birdie? Come on.
I can't get over them shooting the whole thing in a one shot.
That's their thing now, dude.
Yeah.
Everything's one shot.
Why didn't they kill the cameraman?
Because there's no cameraman. I'm explaining this to you. Multiple things happen, and we just have to pretend we didn't see it. It's weird in that way.
The fucking JFK splatter in Gorilla that looked like someone got shot in the head. Like, I was like, what the fuck is this? Dude?
What just happened? The dude looks like he took like a fucking point blank range bullet to the head.
God, I was in tears laughing.
This is important.
Oh my God, there's a hockey fight going on with Samoa Joe.
Dukes, this is important. Yeah, I get it. I thought it was really cool from a production point of view. Does it like fit on a wrestling show? No, but like, bro, they're doing a DIY versus Grayson Waller and Austin Theory for you. That don't fit on a wrestling show either, and they're doing that every fucking week. You know what I'm saying?
What is that?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that Bob, the other ref?
Yes.
All right.
Oh my God, it does look like Bob. Pens are sighting in the building.
I'm just kidding, Bob. You're taller than everyone in this match.
Bob's taller than big sexy Kevin Nash, bro. Don't say much. When I met Bob, he was wearing a singlet.
Penalty box?
I like the King of the Mountain bumper sticker on the penalty box.
Joe got disqualified for attacking Angle. So the fall is on Angle. So Angle's now
got disqualified.
Angle's now eligible.
Samoa Joe from Huntington Beach, California, supporting the Detroit Red Wings. You know.
Well, it's called telling stories, Alex. You ever watched wrestling before, dude? Come on, seriously.
Oh, Kurt and Jeff going at it.
Hey, Alex, you ever listen to Undertaker's podcast? He'll teach you.
She's my wife stories. Now. I'm sorry, what?
Look at me. Look at this.
He's just standing there.
Oh, AJ dropped down.
I gotta be honest with you though. If I were Mick, I'd probably be doing the same thing. I'd be standing out there like I'm not doing.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
I ain't taking a bump tonight, you know.
You see how hard AJ's working for something like this and realizing why it was so like gutting for him when Dixie lowballed him. Like he was like, man, I believed in this place. Yeah, it's
he's such a willing like soldier and bootlicker. Like it takes so much to run him off, and they still did it. It's incredible.
Dude, God bless him, and I'm glad that he's having this massive resurgence. But you're right. When he is like loyal or signed to somebody, he is like that whole thing where Vince was trying to tell them they couldn't do their Twitch streams or whatever, and he was like, "I get it, man. And, you know, he owns our likeness. You know what am I supposed to do?"
That's exactly what he said too. All the boys were like calling up their favorite reporter, telling them how mad they were, and AJ was doing public interviews endorsing the move. Fucking lunatic. That's why I saw people being like, dude, AJ, when I said he was going to go work for Noah, people said to me, AJ's not working Noah. It's like, Triple H could say to AJ, go work the late night Grin, and be like, sure, I'll do that. Like, that's the way he is, man. He's great.
He hasn't
worked draw bigger ratings on Wednesdays.
Dude, who's an awful wrestler.
Can you
who Oracle?
He's got him working Marufuji, right?
Oh yeah, Marufuji's also very
Marufuji, like, you know, low key all timer, but he has been damaged goods for well over 10 years now. Yeah, he has the Paul Orndorff arm, right? Like, I'm not trying to be insensitive, but he has like the arm that atrophied from like a neck injury or something.
I don't know. Yeah. Not sure.
Look at AJ in that bump there off the. I'm a little behind here, so
that's fine.
The ads, but
Yeah, AJ's a pretty good wrestler. Jaychele's a big fan.
AJ Lee?
AJ Lee, yeah.
Joe threw a
I'm
pretty good
getting
lariat there.
He did.
Oh shit!
Do you think AJ Lee's coming back, Jaychele?
Just let me have it, please. I just need one good thing in my life, and that's
Well,
what
I
it
do
is.
think she'll do like a guest spot. It feels like
Just
such
one
a slam dunk because that music would actually get a huge reaction, like legitimately.
I would actually cry. Like, I would have like my CM Punk. You know when that guy was crying, like seeing
Yes.
CM, that would be me with the Divas Championship.
That's what I did when
Roosh versus Jungle Boy. That was me.
Beat me to the punch. I was going to say when the Good Brothers came back to Monday Night Raw.
Which one, the 2016 version or the 2022 version?
The 2022 comeback is one of the funniest moments in modern wrestling. They get holy shit chants after being in TNA for 2 years.
Okay,
Corey
so I don't know.
Graves goes, "Oh my god, the OC!"
I don't know where everyone else is, but I'm at 234.34, and this is I've been watching a lot of old Joe recently, and that trifecta he used to do of the inverted atomic drop and the kick and then the senton. This was after do you remember, Joe? He would do like a claymore. He would take a flat back off that kick back in the day, and then he eventually was just like, "No, I'm just going to do a running boot." And
nowadays, when he runs the ropes, he doesn't even really run him. He just steps back, puts his arm over one, and then comes forward.
He's a worker. Because
he's a fucking beast.
He's grown with the times and knows it. But yeah, back to AJ Lee. If she was in the Women's Rumble, like at number 27 or number 28, and just came to hang out for a while, that would be like incredible.
Yeah, it'd be great, dude.
Micken is a house of fire here.
God, poor Mick. What a sad run this was, huh?
You said that as he was running across the ring for me, which was perfect.
Yeah, it's tragic.
It's so frustrating too, because like Mick, like, and I'll talk about it more on Tuesday, but like, he was like, really still is. He was an all-time favorite of mine, and I loved him all the way through his 06 run in WWE.
Yeah,
even with the terrible ending of the SummerSlam match with Flair, like I still, I was a huge fan. And then like TNA stuff was just like.
Have you seen the Nash match from this run where they have like?
It's very good. It's just it's that and the Flair last man standing.
Flair match is fun.
Yeah.
Mick here is, which I mean, the reasons are obvious, but like he's younger than half the dudes on TV right now here.
Yeah, 100%.
The Nash match that Alex brought up is a bloodbath, and it rules.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually, I was reading about it on the beach earlier in the Way of the Blade book. That's why I brought it up, because I've seen it, but I was reading about it, and in that book they talk about like. This out of nowhere classic is brought to an abrupt halt by TNA's booking when Tracy Brooks runs in.
Phil, what a legend.
Phil
Schneider.
Oh, if he's talking about Jaychele and I's favorite wrestler.
Not favorite, Joe.
Oh, sorry.
Slow on the gas.
I like the website branding on the ladder.
It's important, man. Marketing's a key part of the game.
Yep.
It was annoying, though, because if you went to that website, you couldn't buy a ladder.
I mean, it doesn't seem like anyone bought much of anything from that website, Alex.
Swish.
I'd love to know how much the percentage of the traffic for that website, how much of it was Wrestling Report was figuring out who they'd let go recently. Scrolling the roster page furiously. Oh, Tom Coe's gone again. Oh, dear.
Oh, man. Fully reconsidering his life's choices in the cage there.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on in this match.
My favorite era of TNA is when they would re-sign Bram every 3 weeks.
That was classic, wasn't it?
Oh, my God.
That bump on the ladder you just got to.
Yeah.
Good Lord,
this match is not that bad, actually.
No, it's not. It's a good show, dude. It's just, something's coming up that's kind of silly, which we'll get to. But
dude, what Foley's punches look terrible in this. Jarrett just reminded me of that because Jarrett has all-time great wrestling punches, but Foley, I guess we'll talk about more on Tuesday. But back in the day, what day, he had some of those great like fire-up sequences.
Andrew here, good question. Jaychele, what were your thoughts on Booker T's commentary during Sexy Red's NXT run?
Booker is an interesting.
Very interesting.
man.
Very interesting.
I wonder what his wife thought. That's what I wonder. It don't matter what I think.
Yeah, that's fair. It's very politically on point answer. Very smart answer. I thought that was Jaychele. Well played. Well played.
I can't talk too much about Sexy Red. People talk about Trump and her.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! I'm sorry. Yes, you're correct. It's a mistake. But something horrific just happened, which some of the lads are about to get to. I apologize, Jaychele. That was very traumatic visual that just happened. Holy fuck! That was poor Samoa Joe. Just nearly. Basically, he was on the ladder, Jaychele, and he got pushed, and he fell onto the ladder as it came down, and it looked like hell. Good God!
That looked awful.
Yeah,
the ladder doesn't look much better either.
No, the ladder's. Yeah, Mick Foley's fucking trying to work him bit upward.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, the way he fell on the bottom part of that. Oh, man. That could have gone so much worse, too.
Absolutely, it could have. Absolutely. My goodness.
You know, mixed mobility is not great here.
Fair.
How does it say on the side of his pants?
To quote Skip Bayless, that is both deep and true.
Ah!
Have you heard that full clip? The deep and true one, the Skip one, where when the Cavs were 3-1 down, Stephen A goes, "It looks like I want LeBron to win the championship more than LeBron does." And Skip goes, "I agree. That is both deep and true." Deep and true.
Jeffrey rising the ladder's fucked.
Yeah. Ring general.
Probably the only one they have, too.
Oh, yeah. Gotta go to TNAWrestling.com, brother. TNAWrestling.com.
Jeff's been good in this match.
Of course,
Jeff is
evergreen.
It's a meme, the pros pro shit, but Jeff is like an actual pros pro, and he's like
He's always been good in the ring, though. It's just
he's so reliable, man. Like, I don't think he has like a ton of great matches, but he's very steady.
I've gotten to where he's jumped back to the Fed in late '97, and he like his entire WCW run, like with the Horseman stuff, was like ridiculous and like went on way too long, whatever. But like, he always had like a fun little match in him, like whenever he would wrestle. Like, he has a match with Big Bubba and like Memphis, because obviously he's like super over Memphis. That's like awesome on Nitro, and like
he had some stuff with Lawler that was great. He had the first match with Angle at Bound for Glory was fantastic. The first Raven match was excellent.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of any stuff he did. He has one of Shawn Michaels' best matches, the In Your House match. That's
that match was great.
He's not like a Brett that like you can just find a catalog of incredible matches, but he's very consistent with like a pocket full of really great matches.
And some shit has to really go wrong for him to have an actively bad match.
He's
so steady.
His stuff with, I mean, like even in Memphis in like the early '90s, he was awesome. Like there's like the whole thing on YouTube, like the whole feud. He and Lawler versus the Moondogs, and they're like a bunch of crazy brawls and shit.
Dude, he was also last year involved in some of the best Acclaim matches ever.
Yeah,
like, for real.
Yeah,
Acclaim have worked every team in AEW, and some of their best matches were with Lethal and Jarrett, like legitimately. Look at Jaychele's face. Jaychele heard the Acclaim and was like, Jesus, what's come of this show?
Got the guitar.
This is actually like a pretty fun main event, dude. The wrestling on the show is good. It really is. We hope you've enjoyed it, folks. If not, we hope you've enjoyed our whole shit over the top of it, at least.
Oh,
what a time! This was the big fade out, Matt. Did you just hit there?
Yeah.
TNA forever. What a way we've come together here as a team, right? What a squad! A late night Grin, back against the wall, Matty. How long have we been saying it, brother?
It's true.
Back against the wall.
We're never better.
To be honest, I didn't know how like violent Jeff was going to swing the guitar there, and I was like waiting for him to like. I mean, he hit Kurt pretty good there, but I was waiting for him to like.
No, he brothers him a lot at this point. A lot. He looked good, but like, it weren't violent.
Yeah, it wasn't like his,
Okay, Foley's trying to get Jeff to hand it because this is when Foley and Jeff are like, they're like kind of friends, but I can't remember. They're both like owners of the company and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Mick.
Good
You
lord.
stupid fuck.
Wow.
How did Uncle Alan not see that the ladder was falling on top of him? It was right in front of him. It was right in front of him. It fell right here. He didn't even stop it. My goodness.
Fucking Mick, dude.
Yeah.
There was a moment where he was just like, well, I'm going to go. And like he just took, the bump.
There's some goon in the crowd with a Foley is God sign in 2009.
That sounds like some shit you'd do if we're keeping it real.
Yeah.
To be fair, yeah.
I saw the X that you popped for in Chicago. Throwing your arms up in the air for Sanjay Dutt.
Oh no.
The funniest part we had there was when they announced Jay Lethal at like 6'2" or something. Do you remember that? And you and I exploded with laughter.
Foley going up.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Dumb bump on coming.
Oh,
here.
I think I remember this. I remember this.
What have any of y'all read Foley's book from this time period? Like, what did he think he
Yes.
had to prove in his TNA run?
Oh my god.
He had that one of those weird father-son relationships with Vince, and this was him trying to prove to Vince he still had value, basically. By this point, he's already given up on it. He knew by the time the lockdown match was done.
Oh.
Hey Jay, don't let me go, Mick.
By the way, it needs to be noted. Remember the stories about how hard the six-sided ring was? That bump in that ring. Fuck that. It didn't even look that cool, dude. What a waste of a bump. How is he still wrestling, AJ, dude?
He is like, knock on wood. He's in that category of like we would say this about RVD in the early 2000s of like, how does that dude not had a horrible injury just the way they wrestle and whatnot?
Do you remember that was like one of the big talk points? Alvarez always used to talk of AJ was like, oh, he's going to be fucked in a few years.
Yeah.
Oh
my god.
No.
Oh my. This match is kind of sick, boys.
Yeah, it's picking up. Business has picked up.
Business has picked up.
Oh, I got another fucking ad. Give me a break. And I can't even.
Got to get the Peacock Premium, man.
Man. I'm going to use my brother's YouTube. Damn it.
Not going to lie, that sequence kind of ruled.
It was pretty sick. Yeah, it was pretty sick.
This match is pretty good. It's actively uncomfortable a lot of the time, but it's pretty
Should
good.
we do this every week, guys? Every Thursday we'll get together and watch TNA 2009 and then build to the papes and like a family. Get popcorn, We'll all buy merch and wear different shirts of our faves.
I already watch wrestling no one watches on Wednesday. I'm not doing it on Thursday, too.
Alex could bust out the Beautiful People t-shirt for the weekly Grinalong. I don't know.
We should get Maddie to watch like the entire Lex Express run with us. Like that's what we should do. I don't know why, but I feel like that would result in some really good content.
I'm building to. We're going to do a show soon called the Lex Express.
Like the real Lex Express?
Yeah, like '93 WWF with the Lex Luger run.
What was the song that was
I'll be your hero.
I'll be
Alex,
your
I stood in line for 2 hours to meet Lex Luger during the Lex Express tour.
What?
Oh my god,
Mick!
Oh,
the part where Mick took the bump and hit his head on the bottom.
Okay, Mick just did some bullshit on the outside. He just did a Miz catch on the outside of the ring. That was a disgrace from Michael Foley there. He just left AJ to die, dude. That was outrageous.
What did his tights say? Twink?
Yeah, I've been trying to figure that out too.
I don't know.
Oh my god! I just got to the dive catch and AJ's
Alex,
like, my coccyx.
how would you feel about rather than the Lex Express, we do the Alexa Express and we go through all the classics one by one? Jaychele would do that show with us. Absolutely, right, Jaychele?
I mean,
all the classics.
That's the payoff for the Wyatt six.
Of course.
Yeah, because there's only 5 of them. We got to get the 6th, the most important.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's like Flair coming back in '93.
Then you get the big Bliss Cross reunion.
Yeah,
Just as you imagined it, Joe.
Can you
just as I pictured it. Yeah.
From that
Joe,
group, who's going to
can you imagine? They do all this spooky bullshit.
None of
You know,
them.
they murder Chad Gable on TV. They kill like some of the producers, and this is all to build to the Alexa comeback. That's like the '97 Ric Flair comeback, where she comes out crying in a tuxedo and comes out and calls Paul a son of a bitch. You're a lie. You're a con.
She could probably cook with that if you let her.
Fire me. I'm already
If you said to her instead, the promo's actually about. If you said the promo's about Bruce Pritchard, she'd put up 50 in no time, bro. She'd be all over it.
It's gonna be like her back on TV doing this spooky shit, and then like going on Twitter the next day and tagging airlines to complain about them losing her.
Where's my luggage?
What a fucking beast.
Okay, so imagine if she comes back and it results in like there was some ECW pay-per-view that opened this way. I think it was Mikey Whipwreck, but like the whole thing is she comes back and reveals Bruce Pritchard like hogtied with an apple in his mouth on a suckling platter. Like he's just there like, oh, help me.
If the Alexa spooky character is her doing The Office Help Me Down, it would actually be the greatest thing. You're right. You're on the money with this.
She's got, Uncle Howdy back there, like, we're here, and she's like, and I'm not going to lay down for anybody.
The most beast thing that she ever did was that build to Mania when she went to like One TV and they didn't use her, and she just went to Vince and said, am I on Mania? And he said, we're not sure. He said, I'm going home. All these cowards sitting in catering every week. Fuck that, just go home.
Oh, dude, in the chat there, that's right. Uncle Howdy going, what a goof. I forgot the 6th Wyatt 6. Alexa Bliss.
You should go out to Flair's theme as well. They'll think it's Charlotte and it's Alexa. That'd be great. Tremendous. Meanwhile, Samoa Joe is sitting in agony in center ring. He is sweating profusely.
As are the roughly 3,500 people in attendance.
It is like legitimately insane that this is 15 years ago and Joe looks better now than he does here.
Way better, yeah.
Moves better now.
He did some interviews where he talked about it, but no one asked him to me, no one asked the kind of the obvious questions. That time he had where he was away, I think it really clicked for him like what he needs to do as an old head. You know what I'm saying? Like he really figured out he's so much better in AEW as an old wrestler than he was in WWE.
Yeah, we talked about that, Joe. Like just you and me and like the DMs when he after that Ring of Honor show when he came back and it was like because in the WF he did die. He turned back the clock with Brock and like that 4-way and stuff. But like when he showed up in Ring of Honor and then eventually AEW, I remember you and I talking about like he's kind of figured it out. He's doing basically Suzuki for what Samoa Joe is. Like and
he has such a presence, man. Like that's the thing. It's got stronger through the years. He's never lost that. Even in WWE, they would react to Joe. It was amazing.
Because he's never. That's what made That's why they sold out the American Airlines Center and they bumped the number for that.
Oh my God!
Because Joe never has wavered on presenting himself as a badass. That's like,
yes, you're spot on. He just did a really cool spot.
The title landing perfectly around AJ's neck kind of popped me.
Yeah,
this is a good match, dude. It really is.
The stuff Joe's doing now is like the peak of things that only work because it's him.
Yeah.
It's made even funnier by the fact that there's shitty audio means you can't hear half of it.
And the fact that Hook seems unconvinced it's a good idea.
Yeah. Well, Hook seems unconvinced about most things in wrestling, honestly.
Uncle Alan is headed up. AJ has worked so hard in this match, bro. He has worked unfathomably hard.
Jesus.
I feel like Joe did like one too many dives and leaps in this for his own liking in this one.
Yeah, I think so. He looks in a lot of pain.
Alex, have you ever seen Brother Tape Machine's description of Hook as a wrestler?
There is.
Oh my God.
There is.
What the fuck?
We have arrived at one of the worst Russo finishes of all time. As here at TNA Slammiversary 2009, Samoa Joe has joined the main event mafia.
I watched all of this for that.
It is one of the. This show is a really good show, and that is one of the
Wild
worst
Thing.
fucking. And it's worth going back and reading all the TNA Mecha stuff at the time about like, oh, it's good. It's a refresh for Joe. It elevates him because he's in the mafia. What a load of shit, dude.
Dude, the worst part about it was I remember watching this live, and like the worst part of it is its angle. Like if it had been someone else in the main event,
So that was why at Dukes at the start, Joe attacked Kurt because it would make Kurt able to climb. That's why. What a load of shit. What was you saying, Matt, about tape machines? And then we'll wrap here. Go for it.
His how he describes Hook as a wrestler. I was asking Alex if he's seen it.
No.
He said Hook wrestles like a celebrity that trains for 2 weeks for a WWE celebrity match, and he's just never gotten any better.
That's beast.
It's
TBH.
pretty accurate, honestly.
It's so TNA after having a great time. The entire chat is like, "Oh, that sucked."
Oh, that made me, like I'm pissed off now.
Is Nash drinking wine?
But like seriously, dude, imagine paying the $40 at the time. Like that's the finish. So, unbelievable, isn't it?
That's had to suck for those 4,000 people.
Yeah. Hey, they definitely crossed 7 for this one. It's one of the big ones. All right,
Hey,
we've been here.
You know
for
why
3
they didn't
hours.
like it, right? It's because it got them.
All right, let's.
That fucking sucked.
Wait, I have news. I just went to the YouTube homepage, and the top story is Shane Douglas podcast has ended today.
Wow.
Preemptive. 9 hours ago, he must have known that this was going to rear its ugly head again. Oh my god! I think we ended Shane Douglas podcast.
It's because he signed with AEW.
Oh please God, he's going to be MJF's manager. Oh yes, that's a good idea. Great idea. All right, let's get out of here. We've been here for 3 hours. It's been a wonderful time. Hell of a time. Well, what a lineup we've ended up with. This is a championship team we've got on screen here, right? This is tremendous. All right, let's go around the room. Confirm, shoot. Do you have any final words, any plugs, any promotions, anything to close with?
Fucking TNA, man.
Yeah, agreed. Young Dukes, you've been here for the entire time. Hell of a shift. One of LNG Dojo's finest. Any final words?
Shout out to the New York Liberty. They're rolling.
Did you see the Aces beat the shit out of Connecticut tonight?
Yeah.
They're back, unfortunately.
Mm.
Joe, have you seen this 6 Smartless Rubik's Cube I have?
Yes, I have. Yeah, it's very cool. Very, very cool.
There's Will Arnett.
Very cool. I would listen to
Friend of
Smartless
Samoa Joe.
60% more if they didn't have guests.
Yeah.
If Smartless was just like they just talked among themselves, I would listen to it more than even though they have the best guest lineup in the history of a podcast, I think. But
yeah,
they're so
we
funny
should get Will
together.
Arnett on here.
I think we could make that happen. I don't, but I want to.
Can you imagine how pissed
we just
off
ask him
he'd
about
be?
wrestling. He comes on and we go, so, you know, you did the voice for Samoa Joe's character. We do one question, he answered. Then we go, did you see Joe's match on Dynamite last night?
Just start asking about Nick Bockwinkel.
What did you think in 2009 when Samoa Joe joined the main event Mafia? Thoughts both then and now, ideally. All right, Dukes, was that your final words?
Yes, go Liberty.
There's a storm coming, isn't there? There's thunderous sounds coming in here. Bob O'Neill, you had your
tremendous angle tonight, Bobby.
Yeah, I know.
love it. He's watching his great big fucking TV, and he's the master of time tonight. So, Bob, any final words?
No, Grin Grappler Mick Foley, Tuesday, June 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern. 9 p.m.
What?
I don't know, whatever time
Yeah,
it is.
9. It'll be 9.
Bobby, you rule so much because you said no and then immediately had something.
The greatest of all time. Also, incredible lead-in for Grin Grappler Mick Foley, watching one of his more sad moments ever. Only at the late night Grim, folks. The Oracle of Wrestling, you'll also be there on Grin Grappler. Anything else you'd like to throw out here?
I mean, I'm kind of excited, you know. SmackDown was pretty damn good. I'm feeling excited. I'm ready for Grin Grappler on Tuesday.
You saying the power is back? Is that what you're saying?
It is. The power is back. Yeah. And of course, next Friday we'll be doing the Forbidden Door, Forbidden 3-Door preview. And then the week after that will be the Money in the Bank preview, I believe.
Yep.
Indeed. And then after that, lest we forget the most hellacious Grinalong in the history of late night grin, the Big Three. Indeed. We go from Prestige and then we go through the night into Saturday morning with Marigold and Noah both. It's going to be a hell of a time. We're going to have, I think, probably be a similar lineup tonight, but it'll be in the fact that we rotate in the middle. I think Young Dukes and I are going to try and make the whole thing, I think. But we'll see how we go.
On Rampage tonight, you will like the Shingo AR Fox match.
I believe. I'm glad AR Fox is back in the rotation. He was doing really good there for a minute.
I don't know if he's in the rotation. I won't see him again for 6 months.
I was being polite because we were talking about the Doubletree earlier. Jaychele, I know you kind of did your final words earlier, but inexplicably decided to stay with us the whole time, which we appreciate. Any final words second time around?
Nothing, but I hope Naomi wins Money in the Bank. Is she still eligible? I didn't watch SmackDown.
She is. Okay. Next week is her qualifying match.
Okay, that's my pick.
She's wrestling Indy and someone else. Oracle? Someone else. Who was it? Remember?
I'm sure the
Blair Davenport.
Yeah.
Blair Davenport.
Oh, she's winning.
I think she's winning, yeah.
We're safe.
I think she's winning also. There you go, folks. Go support Jaychele. We talked about it a little bit earlier. The Instagram is currently the best place for a Jaychele update. So go show some love to Jaychele, LNG Hall of Famer, of course. Contrarian Alex will never go in the Hall of Fame because he's too problematic, but we still allow him to come on the shows anyway. Hell of a cameo tonight, brother. Great performance, I must say. Great energy off the bench. Any final words, any closing comments, Alex?
Well, I hope Kairi Sane wins Money in the Bank. I don't even know if she's going to be in it, but, you know.
Oh, yeah. I don't think she'd be trusted with ladders at this point, to be honest with you.
Yeah, touche. No, this was a lot of fun. Also crazy, just watching the ocean and, you know, grinning along here.
It's him.
It's that's made it click. That's the sound with it. It's kind of poetic in some ways.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, guys. If I was making noise.
No, it rules. Honestly,
okay.
I was afraid it was Uncle Howdy and we were all going to die.
Yeah. Well, I would live because obviously I'm kind of clued in on that creative front. So
we're here. So Grin Grappler, Mick Foley coming up. My house that I'm going back to, the electricity is blown, so I might be grinning from a hotel or some shit come Tuesday, but I will be there for Mick Foley, Grin Grappler. And
Big LG, Contrarian Alex.
That's right. Have my chilies to go while I'm talking about Mick Foley. But I'll be there. LateNightGrin.com, WeAreTheContrarians.com, at Contrarian Prime on Twitter, X, whatever it is now. Thanks for having me. It's always, You're
welcome.
This is like I'm a pig in shit when it comes to TNA. Like old
you
TNA.
are.
Yeah. So I will always show up for this in some capacity.
I love it. All right. Jaychele, are you okay?
There's racism in the comments.
Oh, I thought you was concerned about. I thought you were worried about Alex going into a hotel to do a late night grin.
Oh no! I mean, fair. There's racism.
We have.
I mean, he's gone to a hotel to do worse. It's fine.
In the show.
You completely beat me to that. All right.
To quote Stephen A., I mean, you're not wrong, but
you didn't have to say it.
I'm gonna make the show more wholesome with a picture of myself here back in my prime. Here I am, folks.
You got 12 there.
It looks like the bully from a Disney Channel movie.
I think I look like the guy who's bullied, honestly. If I've been real.
Put the match graphic back up. Somebody take that picture of Joe and put it over Chris Daniels' face.
Hold on, come back.
Huh?
Look
at Alex.
What's happened to Alex?
He's doing the Shane Douglas.
He's doing the match graphic.
Is he? I thought Uncle Howdy had showed up. Okay, do myself over Daniels and Contrarian over.
No, you can just. Contrarian's already there.
This photo was funny to me originally, and now that he's in the biggest angle in wrestling, it is so much funnier to me. Like, look at that, man. Incredible. All right, folks, this has been the Late Night Grin, episode 114. Please like the video, please subscribe, and comment below. I don't know what you should comment. Like, seriously, it's just something, please. It helps us out a ton. We appreciate
prayers
you.
up for Cameron Brink. You can
There you go.
Yep.
We appreciate you. Keep grinning. All hail and enjoy this outro. Have a good night, folks.